I'm in Konoha, and my ninja cats are invincible in the world. This video is purely for entertainment, and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting, and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 101 Uchiha Itachi. I have no choice but to do it. Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Yasuda's pupils shrank, and they looked at each other. Shiraishi continued, this is the best way to solve the current situation facing Uchiha. The Mito clan and the Uta Northeast clan are not strong. Uchiha has weakened a lot compared to before, but the foundation still exists. The real reason why Uchiha is retreating again and again is just Fugaku-senpai. If someone else were the clan leader, it would definitely not be the case. Uchiha Yasuda hesitated. But now, there is no way to pull Fugaku down from the position of clan leader. The conservative faction has a high degree of support for Fugaku, and they have a lot of people, Shiraishi said, so we can't take conventional means. Uchiha Shisui recalled the content of the issue he had discussed with Shiraishi before. Let Fugaku-senpai make a big mistake, or kill Fugaku-senpai? Uchiha Yasuda's eyes widened. There is definitely no chance to let Uchiha Fugaku make a big mistake now. Then the only way is to kill Uchiha Fugaku? Do we want to kill Fugaku? Fugaku is indeed not suitable to be the clan leader, but he is also a member of our Uchiha clan after all, and Fugaku's strength is not weak. Killing Fugaku is not an easy task. Shiraishi shook his head. Yadashi-senpai, we don't need to be so cruel to our own people. Fugaku-senpai did not do well, but he is still an Uchiha after all. Killing Fugaku-senpai would be too much. However, we can seriously injure Fugaku-senpai, or lock him up, and make it look like he is missing. In this way, Fugaku-senpai will not be able to continue to serve as the head of the Uchiha clan. At that time, we will push Shisui to succeed the position of the head of the clan. As long as Shisui obtains the position of the head of the Uchiha clan, we can solve the problem that the Uchiha clan is facing now. Lead the Uchiha people to resist and take back some of the things that should belong to us Uchiha. As for the question of Fugaku-senpai's strength, Fugaku-senpai's strength may not be weak, but our advantages are actually very obvious. Shisui, Yadashi-senpai, both of you are very strong. In addition, Itachi is by Fugaku-senpai's side, and Fugaku-senpai has no doubts about Itachi. In this case, Itachi can easily create conditions for us to besiege Fugaku-senpai. Or, just poison senior Fugaku before we make a move. The probability of our winning is quite high. For this upcoming battle against Uchiha Fugaku, Shiraishi is more cautious than anyone else. In the eyes of Uchiha 8th generation, Uchiha Shisui, Uchiha Fugaku is the strongest, the top among the elite jonin. But Shiraishi knows that Uchiha Fugaku has the possibility of being cage level. If Uchiha Fugaku has the Manjaki Sharingan. Therefore, for this operation, Shiraishi will let many ninja cats participate in it. I can also ask the ninja cats to help me. Shisui, 8th generation senior, what do you think? Uchiha Shisui was silent for a moment. I think this is the only way. Uchiha Shisui's impression of Uchiha Fugaku was not so bad before, but after Uchiha Fugaku started to target Uchiha Shisui's impression of Uchiha Fugaku became worse and worse. Shiraishi, is there any other way? Uchiha Yashiro seemed to still remember their previous friendship. No. Uchiha Yashiro sighed. Okay, let's decide it this way. For Uchiha, we can only make such a decision. Fugaku is indeed doing a terrible job as the clan leader. Shiraishi, you have the final say on how to arrange it. I will definitely cooperate. Shiraishi nodded. Okay, then I will communicate with Itachi. First, I will get the information about Fugaku-senpai from Itachi, and then make a plan. It must be guaranteed to be 100% successful. Otherwise, our previous plans may be in vain. Uchiha Yashiro hesitated. Shiraishi, are you sure that Itachi will also be involved in this matter? Itachi's participation will indeed make it much easier, and Itachi's previous performance is also trustworthy. But Itachi is Fugaku's son after all. Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Yashiro very seriously. Senior Yashiro, you can rest assured. Itachi will never let us down on this matter. After Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Yashiro left, Shiraishi immediately contacted Uchiha Itachi. Senior Shiraishi. Uchiha Itachi looked very upset and was obviously affected by the recent situation of the Uchiha. Senior Shiraishi, I heard a lot of complaints from the Uchiha about the village, not just from the radicals, but also from the conservatives. Itachi, I asked you to come here this time to solve this matter. Uchiha Itachi's eyes lit up slightly. Senior Shiraishi, what should we do? Shiraishi said, we have no way to deal with the external reasons for the time being, so the only thing we can deal with now is the internal reasons, that is, Senior Fugaku. Itachi, Senior Fugaku is now extremely unfit to continue to stay in the position of clan leader, so we are going to take action against Senior Fugaku and imprison him. Let Shisui take the position of clan leader. In that case, Shisui can take action and control the situation inside Uchiha. Itachi, I need you to create an opportunity for Senior Fugaku to be alone, and then I, Shisui, Senior Yashiro, will ambush Senior Fugaku at that place. Take Senior Fugaku down in one fell swoop. It must succeed. It cannot fail. Because once that happens, Itachi, your undercover identity will inevitably be exposed. If it fails, our situation will become worse than before. Uchiha Itachi nodded. His expression became serious. Senior Shiraishi, I know. Shiraishi added. By the way, before the official action, Itachi, you can give Fugaku-senpai some special food, such as 2 kinds of food taken together, which will make his stomach uncomfortable. It can reduce the difficulty of our battle. After all, Fugaku-senpai hasn't taken action for a long time, and no one knows his true strength. And our battle must end quickly enough. But don't poison him. Poison is too easy to be detected. That may lead to your early exposure. Itachi. Chapter 102 Uchiha Fugaku, defeated. I understand. Then Senior Shiraishi, I will go back and prepare. Shiraishi nodded. Okay. The actions of the Mitaman clan and the Uchitain clan against the Uchiha clan are still continuing. The Uchiha clan has given in more than before, when the guard department was still there. At that time, at least the Uchiha 8th generation stood up to resist. Sarutobi Hiruzen did not speak. This made Mitaman and Uchitain Koharu taste the sweetness. And after tasting the sweetness, the two could not stop. Even some other forces, ninja families, after seeing this situation, were a little restless. Uchiha Fugaku sat in the office, looking at the reports in front of him, not caring at all. His attention was still all on Uchiha Shisui. Unknown to all, an undercurrent was surging around him. At night, Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Itachi walked on the path, going home from the conference building. There is a section of the road in the middle, which is relatively remote and not crowded. Father, Itachi, what's wrong? Uchiha Fugaku looked back at Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi asked. Father, why did the Uchiha become like this? Why? Uchiha Fugaku snorted coldly. It's because Shisui's ambition burst out, and he gave birth to greed for things that he shouldn't have expected. Uchiha Fugaku didn't understand Uchiha Itachi's problem. He thought Uchiha Itachi was talking about Uchiha Shisui. Father, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is why we, the Uchiha, are one of the original families of Konoha, but now the relationship with the village is so bad. I heard a lot of voices saying that they want to start a civil war or something. Uchiha Fugaku shook his head. Fortunately, it's just a struggle for interests. It's normal. People in the family are just talking about civil war. There's no real action. Besides, no matter what happens, we Uchiha are all part of Konoha. No one can change this. We have guaranteed this, and that's enough. Interests are like waves, ups and downs. It's normal. But suddenly, Uchiha Fugaku's face changed. Uchiha Fugaku looked at Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi panicked. Father, what's wrong? Be careful. The next moment, Uchiha Shisui suddenly appeared. Instant body technique. He rushed towards Uchiha Fugaku at an extremely fast speed, leaving only a green after image at the previous position. In just a moment, he arrived in front of Uchiha Fugaku. Bang! Uchiha Fugaku punched out. Uchiha Shisui retreated more than 10 steps. Uchiha Fugaku only retreated 2 or 3 steps. Senior Fugaku, your strength is indeed not weak. Uchiha Shisui looked up at Uchiha Fugaku. But, with such strength, why are you doing so badly in the position of clan leader? Uchiha Fugaku looked at Uchiha Shisu. His face turned cold. Shisu, what do you want to do? Do you know what you are doing? Are you trying to commit treason? However, Uchiha Fugaku did not wait for Uchiha Shisu's answer. What he waited for was Uchiha Yasuda's attack. Illusion. Sharingan. Uchiha Yasuda's figure appeared, and the three Magatama were rotating in his eyes. However, before Uchiha Yasuda's illusion power fell on Uchiha Fugaku's eyes also rotated quickly, and what appeared on them was not the three Magatama. Instead, it was an extremely complex pattern. Mangekyo Sharingan. Shiraishi narrowed his eyes slightly. Uchiha Fugaku, you really opened the Mangekyo Sharingan. It seems that my previous preparations were not in vain. But, even though you have the Mangekyo Sharingan, you keep giving in to the oppression of the village and the bullying of other ninja families. What's the use of this Mangekyo Sharingan? Uchiha Fugaku looked at Uchiha Yasuda. His face sank even more. Yashiro-senpai, are you like this too? Have I ever let you down? Before you acted like that, did I ever do anything to you? Now you're attacking me for Shisu? Very good, very good. A ninjutsu seal was instantly completed in Uchiha Fugaku's hands. Fire style, Great Flame Ball technique. A huge fireball blasted towards Uchiha Yasuda. Unlike the ordinary Great Flame Ball technique, this ninjutsu has similar characteristics to the Great Flame Ball technique. That is, the more chakra is used, the stronger the power will be. Bang! Uchiha Yasuda flew backwards. However, what Uchiha Fugaku did not notice was that in the corner, a figure was slowly drawing a knife. Fall down, reverse stroke. A strange fragrance came and entered Uchiha Fugaku's nasal cavity. The next moment, Uchiha Fugaku felt that his consciousness was disturbed. Genjutsu. Uchiha Fugaku sent more chakra into the Sharingan, hoping to use the power of the Sharingan to free himself from the illusion. But before that, binding chain. A golden chain appeared and swept towards Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Fugaku was affected by the reverse stroke and had no way to dodge. He could only be entangled by the binding chain. When entangled by the binding chain, Uchiha Fugaku would be suppressed by the binding chain. Uchiha Fugaku's face was extremely ugly. Whose ability is this? Who else do you have? Itachi, run, run. Until this time, Uchiha Fugaku was still worried about Uchiha Itachi's safety. Uchiha Fugaku wanted to burst out more power, to restrain Shiraishi and others, and to break free from the control of the binding chains. Susanoo. But at this moment, Uchiha Fugaku suddenly felt his abdomen churning violently, and the intense pain surged up instantly, making Uchiha Fugaku lose all his strength. So, the binding chains contracted even tighter. The next moment, Uchiha Fugaku seemed to feel something, and looked at Uchiha Itachi with an extremely unbelievable expression. Itachi, why? But Uchiha Fugaku did not get an answer from Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi stepped forward and approached. He took out a short knife, and stabbed Uchiha Fugaku's abdomen, and stabbed it towards the vital point, piercing straight into Uchiha Fugaku's body. Even half of the handle of the knife was immersed in Uchiha Fugaku's body. Uchiha Itachi took a few steps back. Uchiha Shisu and Uchiha Yashiro looked over with some surprise expressions. Chapter 103 Uchiha Fugaku. Itachi, why? Puff. Naruto Mako appeared in front of Uchiha Fugaku. A cat's paw swept across Uchiha Fugaku's eyes at an extremely fast speed. Both Mangekyo Sharingan were taken out by Naruto Mako. After losing his Sharingan, Uchiha Fugaku suffered a severe blow and his breath became even weaker. He was completely unable to break free from Kurapika's chains. Leave here first. Shiraishi's voice sounded. The fire escape used by Uchiha Fugaku in his counter-attack caused quite a stir, which would inevitably attract some people, and the ambush of Uchiha Fugaku must not be known to others. Okay. Everyone left. An Uchiha patrol ninja appeared, looked around, and frowned. No one. The second Uchiha patrol ninja came. What's wrong? I heard some movement here just now, but I didn't see anything. Maybe you heard it wrong? A cave. Shiraishi and others entered. Uchiha Fugaku was still under Kurapika's control, and seemed to have suffered some kind of blow. During the whole process, even though his mouth was not blocked, he did not say a word. Uchiha Yashiro looked at Shiraishi. Shiraishi, I'll go make other preparations first. Okay, Yashiro-senpai. To change the current situation of Uchiha, making Uchiha Fugaku disappear, is only the first step. It is not so easy to push Uchiha Shisui to the position of clan leader. Uchiha Yashiro still has a lot of things to do. Fugaku-senpai, I'm sorry. Uchiha Shisui looked at Uchiha Fugaku and showed an apologetic expression. Uchiha Fugaku did not respond to Uchiha Shisui's voice. Shiraishi, I'll leave first too. Okay. Like Uchiha Yashiro, Uchiha Shisui also had a lot of things waiting for him to do. Soon, there were only 3 people left in the cave. Shiraishi, Uchiha Fugaku, and Uchiha Itachi, as well as Shiraishi's several ninja cats, Kurapika, Peiko Mako, and Violet. Fugaku-senpai, it's a pity that things have turned out like this, but for the sake of Uchiha and the village, we have to make this decision. Sorry. Uchiha Fugaku remained silent. After a long time, he looked up. Itachi, are you there? Can you tell me why? When he saw Uchiha Itachi attacking him, Uchiha Fugaku understood all the confusions before. Why couldn't he find the undercover agent, no matter how hard he looked? Why could Uchiha Shisui avoid his plans every time? Why was he ambushed in the Uchiha base? Because the real undercover agent was none other than his own son, Uchiha Itachi. A person he had never doubted. A person he trusted immensely. A person for whom he had done so many things. But it was such a person who betrayed him. Uchiha Fugaku felt very uncomfortable. An indescribable nausea surged up. In comparison, the pain on the body was nothing to Uchiha Fugaku. The psychological pain was much more serious. Uchiha Fugaku was very puzzled. No matter how he thought about it, he couldn't understand why Uchiha Itachi would do this. Are you controlled by Shisui? Are you under an illusion? Uchiha Itachi looked at Uchiha Fugaku. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku looked very embarrassed. He lost his eyes and only had 2 bloody holes left. His waist was also attacked by Uchiha Itachi. The bleeding from the wound did not stop, and blood was still flowing out. The bloody smell in the cave became stronger and stronger. Uchiha Itachi shook his head. No, I'm not controlled by anyone, nor am I under any illusion. The reason I did this is entirely because of my own thoughts. I want to do this myself. Because I think that you, father, are really incompetent in your position as the clan leader. It's because of you that the situation of Uchiha has become what it is now. It's getting worse every year. Even more so in the past 2 years. The Uchiha people are living worse and worse, and their ideas are becoming more and more outrageous, constantly complaining about the village, complaining, and even cursing. Some people want to start a civil war. I can't see this happening. Once a civil war breaks out, it will be an extremely bad thing for the village. Countless innocent people will die in the civil war. The village's strength will be weakened, and the villages outside will see the opportunity and will attack Konoha, which will bring even greater disasters to Konoha and cause more deaths. Moreover, this will tarnish the reputation of Uchiha. As the founder of the village, he actually betrayed the village and brought such a great disaster to the village. The Uchiha will be despised by everyone for decades and hundreds of years to come. I don't want to see such a thing. Therefore, I can only do this. I'm doing this for the Uchiha and for the village. However, Uchiha Itachi's explanation made Uchiha Fugaku even more unacceptable. But, I'm doing this for you. Uchiha Itachi replied indifferently. I don't need it. I don't want to be the leader of the Uchiha clan, and I don't want to suck blood from my clan members. I'm an Uchiha, and even more a member of Konoha. I want to make Uchiha and Konoha better. Father, you are too narrow-minded. You underestimate me. What you want is completely different from what I want. Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Itachi. Itachi, you should go back first. You came out with Fugaku-senpai before, and I'm afraid that someone will suspect that you are related to Fugaku-senpai's disappearance. Yes, Shiraishi-senpai. Uchiha Itachi left without even looking at Uchiha Fugaku. However, Shiraishi couldn't sympathize with Uchiha Fugaku's experience. Because Uchiha Fugaku was indeed quite incompetent in the position of the head of the Uchiha clan. In the matter of Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha Fugaku was very pitiful. But, then again, for Itachi to become like this, is Uchiha Fugaku, as a father, really not responsible? No, on the contrary. Shiraishi, did you and Shisui plan all this? Shiraishi nodded. I guess so, but we had no choice. Fugaku-senpai, as a member of the Uchiha clan, we just don't want you to lead the Uchiha into the abyss. We just want to be alive. Chapter 104, Favorability rating in the single digits only. Let's not talk about this. Fugaku-senpai, I have to find a place to hide you first. Shiraishi has already thought of this place. That is, Tamaki and the cat. Under the current circumstances, it is easy for the two to leave Konoha and be noticed. There are barriers around the village. There are also a large number of patrolling ninjas. People, not ninja cats. Because of their small size and the fact that ninja cats are not noticed, whether they enter or leave, they will not attract the attention of those patrolling ninjas. But people are different. Shiraishi thought about the ninja tool shop in the Uchiha base. But after thinking about it carefully, forget it. Shiraishi is not often in that place. Before the plan officially started, Shiraishi had already built a basement underground of Tamaki and the cat. The entrance is very secretive, and only Shiraishi and a few ninja cats know about it. Even Tamaki doesn't know. Not long after, Shiraishi took Uchiha Fugaku into the underground secret room. Bang! The upper door closed. Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Fugaku, who was chained to the stake again, with most of his body restrained. A line of text appeared above Uchiha Fugaku's head. 7. Shiraishi, who are you? Suddenly, Uchiha Fugaku's favorability dropped to single digits. Fugaku-senpai, do you know what the Uchiha would become if Shisui and I hadn't planned this operation? Humph, what would it become? The clan would be exterminated. Uchiha Fugaku subconsciously retorted. Impossible. Shiraishi continued, when the conflict between the Uchiha and the village leaders escalated to an irreconcilable level, there was bound to be a battle, and the Uchiha would definitely not be the winner. The Uchiha will definitely lose. And once the Uchiha loses, the village leaders will definitely kill all the Uchiha. One reason is that the village leaders themselves hate the Uchiha. The other reason is because of the existence of the Mangekyou Sharingan. When the village leaders know that ordinary Uchiha members also have the opportunity to open the Mangekyou Sharingan, they will be extremely wary of this power. All the time, they are worried that an Uchiha will suddenly awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan and retaliate against them. Such power makes them afraid. So they can only exterminate the Uchiha clan. After Shiraishi laid out the reasons, Uchiha Fugaku had no way to refute directly. Uchiha Fugaku was silent for a while. The conflict between the Uchiha and the village leaders won't necessarily escalate to that extent. Uchiha Fugaku said, I control the situation of the Uchiha. Even if they force me again, they won't resist. How intense can the conflict be? And even if a civil war breaks out, they may not see the Mangekyou Sharingan. Shiraishi shook his head. Senior Fugaku, your actions will only intensify the conflict between the Uchiha and the village leaders to the extreme. You can give in. Yes, you are high up in the Uchiha. No matter how much the Uchiha give in, it will not affect your life. But what about those people at the bottom of the Uchiha? They want to live too. What can they do when they are pushed to the limit? Won't they resist? The existence of radicals did not come into being after Shisui and I appeared, but they have existed a long time ago. If Shisui and I hadn't controlled the radicals led by the 8th generation senior, they would have been unable to bear the situation the Uchiha have faced recently. The civil war might have broken out. Uchiha Fugaku paused. Moreover, the matter of whether the Mangekyou Sharingan is exposed or not is not decided by you alone, Senior Fugaku. Now you may be the only Uchiha who possesses the Mangekyou Sharingan. However, there are more than one people who have the talent to awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan. Once a civil war breaks out, Shisui also has a good hope of opening the Mangekyou Sharingan. At that time, will you be able to hide it? Uchiha Fugaku was silent. There is one more thing, Itachi. Fugaku-senpai, I believe you have noticed the details before. I, Shisui, and Yada-senpai, have no intention of harming your life. We just want to control you. That's enough. As fellow Uchiha, we don't want to kill you. We just think that you are not worthy of being the head of the Uchiha clan. So we want Shisui to be the head of the clan and lead the Uchiha clan. But Itachi's idea is very radical and extreme. Fugaku-senpai, you also heard Itachi's answer clearly before. In Itachi's heart, the village is greater than the clan. Once a civil war breaks out, Itachi will definitely stand on the side of the village leaders. Even you, Fugaku-senpai, can be killed by Itachi. What do you think of Mikoto Senpai and Sasuke? What about those Uchiha who fought with the village leaders? Maybe Itachi will wipe out the Uchiha clan without waiting for the village leaders to take action. Uchiha Fugaku still didn't speak. Shiraishi stood up. Fugaku Senpai, actually, I can kill you right now, but for the sake of our fellow clansmen, I will spare your life. I hope you can think it through. Shiraishi left the secret room and closed the door. Jinsuke, thank you for your help. You're welcome, sir. Takasugi Shinsuke stayed in the secret room, guarding Uchiha Fugaku. Shiraishi could not kill Uchiha Fugaku, but in the short term, Shiraishi would not release Uchiha Fugaku, and would not let others know that Uchiha Fugaku was still alive. Shiraishi took out a glass container. It contained Uchiha Fugaku's Mangekyou Sharingan. It was soaked in nutrient solution. It can remain active for a very long time. Shiraishi asked Ninja Cat to steal this nutrient solution from the medical department of Konoha. Based on what Uchiha Fugaku showed before, the ability of this pair of Mangekyou Sharingan should be foresight, but the time it can foresee is very short. But it is also useful in battle. In addition, this pair of Mangekyou Sharingan should be able to support the use of Susanoo. Uchiha Fugaku didn't use it because the surprise attack was too sudden. The suppression effect of Kurapika's binding chains, coupled with Uchiha Itachi's advance arrangement, that led to Uchiha Fugaku's complete defeat before he could use Susanoo. Shiraishi put away the container. His eyes flickered. I don't know if it takes a blood relative's Mangekyou Sharingan to fuse into the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. A simple Mangekyou Sharingan has huge side effects, but the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan is of great value. Chapter 105 Fugaku, this is your retribution. Shiraishi decided to carry this pair of Mangekyou Sharingan with him. Use it as a ninja tool. When needed, just install it. When not needed, take it off. Compared to Uchiha Fugaku's Mangekyou Sharingan, Shiraishi prefers to open his own Mangekyou Sharingan, unless Uchiha Fugaku's pair of Mangekyou can help Shiraishi's awakened Mangekyou become eternal Mangekyou. However, to achieve this effect, either you have extremely strong vitality, or you have a certain amount of medical ninjutsu. Shiraishi has not reached that level for the former. As for the latter, Shiraishi can learn it, even though Uchiha's compatibility is not so compatible with medical ninjutsu. Medical ninjutsu is mainly based on yang attribute chakra, and Uchiha's talent is often in yin attribute chakra. But this does not mean that Uchiha people cannot learn medical ninjutsu. Shiraishi put the Mangekyou Sharingan into a storage scroll. The next day, Uchiha Mikoto frowned as she looked at the empty room next to her. Didn't Fugaku come back all night? Where did he go? The two of them already had 2 children, but they still had a good relationship. Usually, if Uchiha Fugaku couldn't come back to spend the night, he would tell Uchiha Mikoto in advance. But this time, there was no news. This made Uchiha Mikoto feel a little bad. Uchiha Mikoto walked out and happened to run into Uchiha Itachi, who was walking out of his room on the other side. Uchiha Itachi saw Uchiha Mikoto and showed a little panic in his eyes, but he quickly hid it. Itachi, have you seen your father? No, I came back alone last night. My father said he had something else to do. Mother, didn't my father come back last night? Until this morning? Uchiha Mikoto nodded. That's right. Then I'll go to the conference building to see. Maybe my father was busy and fell asleep there. Okay. Uchiha Itachi came to the conference building, entered, and started looking for him. But there was no need to look for him. Itachi Uchiha knew very well that Fugaku Uchiha had been imprisoned by Shiraishi. To the outside world, he was missing and could not be found. No. Soon, Itachi Uchiha returned to Mikoto Uchiha, pretending to be anxious. I looked in many places where my father might have been, but I couldn't find him. I also asked many people, but they didn't see him either. This made Mikoto Uchiha anxious. Itachi, go and ask more people to look for him. Yes, mother. But Fugaku Uchiha had disappeared. No matter how many people were sent out, or how many places were searched, he could not be found. After half a day, Itachi Uchiha returned to Mikoto Uchiha. We have searched all over the family base, but we can't find him. Now the clan members have gone outside the base to look for him. Mikoto Uchiha's expression suddenly became more anxious. We can't find him in the entire base. In this case, can Fugaku Uchiha be found outside the base? Uchiha Makoto's bad premonition became stronger and stronger. She felt that Uchiha Fugaku might have met with an accident. Uchiha Itachi lowered his head. A day passed, and the Uchiha people returned to the Uchiha base one after another. Uchiha Makoto stood there in a daze, listening to the reports of each Uchiha. No, there was no sign of Uchiha Fugaku anywhere. It was as if Uchiha Fugaku had disappeared out of thin air. Uchiha Takeru came to Uchiha Makoto. Makoto, don't worry too much. Fugaku might just be busy with something temporarily. However, Uchiha Takeru knew that there was no possibility of this. Uncle Takeru, don't comfort me. Fugaku's current situation cannot be like this. There is no trace of Fugaku in the entire Konoha, and he has not left any information. Fugaku, he is likely to have met with an accident. Uchiha Takeru shook his head. We can't jump to conclusions like that. It's not like we saw Fugaku's body. Let's first declare Fugaku missing, and slowly search for him. As long as we don't see his body, there's a chance that Fugaku is still alive. What's more important right now is to stabilize the situation within the family. Now we are really facing internal and external troubles. Uchiha Budao looked at Uchiha Itachi next to him. Itachi, you have to be strong. You're still young now, but you can't treat yourself as a child anymore. You have to take responsibility for your family. Before Fugaku comes back, let's work together to stabilize the situation of the Uchiha family. Don't worry, I'll help you. Uchiha Itachi nodded perfunctorily, but Uchiha Budao didn't see it. Shiraishi. Shiraishi looked up at the person who came. Shisu, Senior Yasuki. Uchiha Shisu and Uchiha Yasuki walked in. Shiraishi led the two into the lounge, where he had already made tea in advance. Shisu, Senior Yasuda, how are things going over there? Uchiha Yasuda said, the problem is not big anymore. We have smoothed out all the relationships that need to be smoothed out. With the current situation of Uchiha, Shisu is the most suitable candidate for the next clan leader. Those who supported us before will continue to support us. Those who are neutral will also support us. Even those who support Fugaku. Now that Fugaku is missing, others are not qualified to succeed the position of clan leader. Therefore, they can only choose Shisu or abstain. When the family meeting is held, Shisu can be elected as the clan leader of Uchiha. Shiraishi nodded. I hope nothing unexpected will happen. As long as Shisu can successfully become the clan leader of Uchiha, the situation of Uchiha is basically under our control. Shisu, you are the clan leader of Uchiha and the head of the security department. Even if you are a little young, your prestige will definitely continue to increase with the passage of time. Uchiha Shisu also smiled. By the way, Shiraishi, how is Senior Fugaku doing now? His injuries have stabilized, and his life is not in danger. I'm now imprisoning him, and letting the ninja cat take care of him. Perhaps when the time is right, we can consider setting him free. When Uchiha Fugaku was mentioned, the 8th generation Uchiha could not help but sigh. I didn't expect Fugaku to raise such a son. We all just wanted to defeat and imprison Fugaku. His own son actually wanted his life. But this is a good thing for us, for the Uchiha. Maybe this is the retribution for Fugaku being the clan leader, but not fulfilling his duties. Chapter 106, The New Uchiha Clan Leader, Shisu. However, Fugaku's strength is really not at the level of an ordinary elite jonin. If it weren't for the help of the ninja cats, we might not be able to take Fugaku down. Uchiha Yashiro said. Shiraishi agreed with this, but added, Itachi's role is also crucial. Uchiha Fugaku's strength is actually not weak. He awakened the Mangekyou Sharingan. In addition to the ability of the Mangekyou Sharingan, Uchiha Fugaku's attributes in all aspects will be improved. This can be seen from the awakening of the Sharingan. When Shiraishi awakened the Sharingan, he clearly felt these improvements, and the improvement brought by the change from 3 Megatama to Mangekyou is definitely much greater than the previous improvement. The reason why Uchiha Fugaku was defeated. One is that the ambush by Shiraishi and others was too sudden. Uchiha Fugaku was caught off guard, and did not respond as he should. First, there was the surprise attack by Uchiha Shisu. Then there was the attack by Uchiha Yashiro. Uchiha Fugaku did not expect that Uchiha Yase would also attack him. This was beyond Uchiha Fugaku's expectations. But more importantly, Peiko Mako's ability. The power of the illusion of Nefu made Uchiha Fugaku lose his absolute control over his body in an instant. At the same time, he needed to use the power of his Sharingan to fight against the power of this illusion. So it created an opportunity for Kurapika. When Kurapika's binding chains wrapped around Uchiha Fugaku, the outcome was already decided. Being suppressed by the binding chains, Uchiha Fugaku would be affected in all aspects. In addition, Uchiha Itachi gave Uchiha Fugaku the drug, and Uchiha Fugaku was surprised to see Uchiha Itachi attack him. Therefore, Shiraishi and others were able to defeat an Uchiha with a Mangeki Sharingan in such a short time. Uchiha Yasei left first. Shiraishi, watching the back of Uchiha Yasei disappear, Uchiha Shizu looked back at Shiraishi. Before, Senior Fugaku's eyes seemed to be different from ordinary Sharingan. Shizu, did you notice that? I took a glimpse. Shiraishi nodded and said, it is indeed different. Senior Fugaku's Sharingan should be the Mangeki Sharingan, which is above the 3 Megatama. So, our victory was actually very thrilling. If Senior Fugaku had used the power of the Mangeki Sharingan, we might have been the ones who lost. Fortunately, we succeeded. Uchiha Shizu was silent for a while. Shiraishi, you say, since Senior Fugaku has awakened the Mangeki Sharingan, he must have very strong power. Why can't he even control the situation in the family? Then even if I awaken the Mangeki Sharingan, can I really control the situation in the family? Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Shizu. Shizu, you should be able to sense that Senior Fugaku is not unable to control the situation in the family, but he does not want to control it. Senior Fugaku has done a good job in dealing with you, right? If he has the same attitude towards other people, how could he not be able to control the situation in the family? As for why Senior Fugaku thinks that way, you don't know, and I don't know either. Only Senior Fugaku knows it. However, his actions, no matter what the reason, are wrong. As he said that, Shiraishi patted Uchiha Shizu on the shoulder. Shizu, the situation of our Uchiha will definitely develop in a better and better direction. Yes. The Uchiha family meeting was officially held. The news of Uchiha Fugaku's disappearance has been confirmed. So, the Uchiha 8th generation raised a point at the family meeting. The Uchiha cannot live without a clan leader for a day. There must be a clan leader to stabilize the situation of the Uchiha. I propose that Uchiha Shizu be appointed as the clan leader. Uchiha Shizu is extremely talented. At a young age, he already has the strength of an elite Jonin, and his ability in government affairs is also quite amazing. He not only reformed the guard department and proposed a plan for the patrol department, which greatly improved the efficiency of the guard department, but also improved the relationship between us Uchiha and the villagers. During his tenure as the head of the guard department, he managed the guard department in an orderly manner. He works hard and rarely goes home twice. I believe that under the leadership of Shizu, the situation of our Uchiha will definitely be stable. Shizu will definitely lead our Uchiha back to the top. Uchiha Budao looked at Uchiha Yashiro and sneered in his heart. You don't want to go home because of work. It's because you are afraid of Fugaku's targeting that you dare not go back. It sounds so nice. However, Uchiha Budao couldn't say such words directly. The 8th generation Uchiha is not the only one who is eligible to be nominated. However, there are not many who are eligible to be nominated. In addition to Uchiha Shizu, there are only a few older generation Uchiha. Uchiha Budao looked at Uchiha Itachi, and finally, he stepped forward. Everyone, Fugaku is just missing. It would be too unfair to choose a new clan leader now. Therefore, I propose that I serve as the acting clan leader. During the period when I serve as the acting clan leader, we will continue to look for Fugaku's traces. At the same time, list Itachi as a candidate for clan leader. Everyone knows Itachi's talent, and he is Fugaku's son. Uchiha Itachi's face was not very good. Uchiha Itachi did not want to compete with Uchiha Shizu for the position of clan leader. Because Uchiha Itachi knew that, if this was true, Uchiha Budao would definitely control the Uchiha. And in Uchiha Itachi's opinion, Uchiha Budao was not even as good as Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Yasuda glanced at Uchiha Dao indifferently, without arguing. Then, let's vote. Uchiha Dao's proposal sounded reasonable. However, can Uchiha Fugaku really be found? If he can't be found, how long will we have to wait for Uchiha Fugaku? If Uchiha Fugaku's reputation is high enough, maybe everyone is willing to wait. However, Uchiha Fugaku does not have such a high reputation. Many people do not believe in Uchiha Dao, and Uchiha Itachi is too young. His own strength is not strong enough, and he has not made any achievements. Compared with Uchiha Shisu, both of them are far worse. In addition, Uchiha Yasuda and Uchiha Shisu have made a lot of preparations for this day. The result of the vote is no longer suspenseful. Abstention rate, 9%. Uchiha Dao's vote rate, 23%. Uchiha Shisu's vote rate, 62%. Chapter 107 Itachi, you have to endure this injustice again. Shisu, congratulations. Uchiha Yashiro came to Uchiha Shisu. Uchiha Shisu also smiled. Yashiro Sr., I will do my best to do well in the position of clan leader. Uchiha Budao snorted coldly and left. Uchiha Itachi was delighted and wanted to go forward to congratulate like Uchiha Yashiro, but there were too many people, and after Uchiha Budao left, he came back and pulled Uchiha Itachi away. Itachi, from today on, our situation in Uchiha will become very difficult. Your father's disappearance was too sudden and too strange. It is very likely that Shisu and Yashiro did it. Maybe they will attack you, so you have to be careful. I will do my best to protect you and wait for you to grow up. In the future, take back what belongs to you. This position of the Uchiha clan leader should not belong to him. Uchiha Shisu. Uchiha Itachi wanted to say something, but in the end, he held back. Soon, the news that Uchiha Fugaku was missing, and Uchiha Shisu succeeded as the new head of the Uchiha clan spread throughout Konoha, and for a moment, attracted countless eyes. Hyuga Hayashi looked in the direction of the Uchiha residence and sighed slightly. After seeing the situation of the Uchiha clan, Hyuga Hayashi could not help but think of the situation of the Hyuga clan. In Hyuga Hayashi's view, the situation of the two clans was actually very similar. The Uchiha clan was constantly weakened under the oppression of the village's high-level officials. The same was true for the Hyuga clan. Hyuga Hayashi clearly remembered how his own brother died in such an extremely humiliating way, and it was not just Hyuga Hayashi who was humiliated. The entire Hyuga clan was humiliated. Sarutobi Hiruzen stood at the highest point of the Hokage building and looked down. Uchiha Fugaku is missing, and Shisu has become the head of the Uchiha clan. So, what kind of changes will happen to the situation of the Uchiha clan? Does Shisu have the ability to unify the Uchiha clan? This is not what Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to see. A divided Uchiha is what Sarutobi Hiruzen wants. A unified Uchiha will only make Sarutobi Hiruzen wary. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes flickered. Wait and see. But who is responsible for the disappearance of Uchiha Fugaku? With Shisu's personality, it's unlikely. During this period, Yan and Koharu's families have been targeting Uchiha. Could it be them? Or Danzo? After seeing the news, Danzo fell into silence. After a long time, he looked up. Maybe, it's not bad news. Yamanaka Inoichi looked at Narashikaku opposite him. Shikaku, what do you think? Narashikaku looked out the window and said, I see it the same way as you do. Just kidding. I know too little about the situation of Uchiha and can't see anything. But for us, in Oshikacho, as long as we stick to our strategy, we won't make mistakes. There's no need to care too much about other people's affairs. Just like before, when the Mitaman clan and the Utatane clan were crazy about the Uchiha, the Inoshikacho had the opportunity to share some profits, but Narashikaku didn't do that. At night, Uchiha Itachi came to Tamaki and the cat. Shiraishi, our internal problems at Uchiha have finally been solved. Next, we can focus all our energy on controlling those radicals. Correct their ideas. In that way, the Uchiha can truly integrate into the village. The village will be stronger. Uchiha Itachi is full of expectations for this. As for Uchiha Fugaku, he seems to have forgotten. Shiraishi shook his head. Itachi, I'm afraid it's not possible yet. Uchiha Itachi was stunned. Still not? Why? The real reason is that Shiraishi knows that Sarutobi Hiruzen hopes to see a divided Uchiha. Therefore, even if Uchiha Fugaku is missing, Uchiha Shisu has gained Sarutobi Hiruzen's good trust. But there still needs to be someone who stands up and opposes Uchiha Shisu. This will make Sarutobi Hiruzen feel at ease. However, such a reason must not be told to Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi will not believe it and will think that Shiraishi is talking nonsense, which will reduce his favorability towards Shiraishi. Therefore, Shiraishi can only find another reason. Because the radicals haven't changed their minds yet. Shiraishi said, it's easy to kill a person, but it's difficult to change a person's mind. It's not something that can be done in a short time. Shisui is trying hard, but Shisui needs time. Once the radical members feel that the Uchiha have reached a consensus, it means that their strength has greatly increased, and they will have an urgent desire for a civil war. Therefore, before completely changing their minds, Itachi, we need someone to fight against Shisui. And you are the most suitable choice. I know this is unfair to you. Itachi obviously doesn't think like that, but you have to play that bad role, that selfish role. But, for the Uchiha, for the village, only you, Itachi, can do it. Uchiha Itachi frowned. Shisui has become the clan leader. Can't he control those people? It takes time. Shiraishi said, when the time comes, we will definitely be able to do it. Then Senior Shiraishi, how long will it take? It's hard to say how long exactly, but according to my estimation, with Shisui's ability, it should be no problem to do this within 3 years. Besides, Shiraishi added, Senior Fugaku has disappeared, and Shisui has succeeded to the position of clan leader. However, there are still some Uchiha who stand against Shisui. These people will definitely oppose Shisui openly or secretly, making Shisui's work more difficult. If you, Itachi, show an attitude of confrontation with Shisui, then, with your identity, they will gather around you, and you, Itachi, can pass their information to us. Itachi, I'm sorry to inconvenience you again. Uchiha Itachi shook his head. For me, this doesn't matter. As long as the Uchiha can be corrected, the conflict between the Uchiha and the village can be eliminated, and the Uchiha can be completely integrated into the village. I can do anything. I just hope that Senior Shisui won't be too concerned about those clan leaders. If the ideas of some clan leaders cannot be corrected no matter what, then I think they can give up. Otherwise, Senior Shisui, in the position of clan leader, may just become another father of mine. Chapter 108, Ring, 90 points of favorability. Subscribe. Shiraishi's eyes flickered. It was obvious that Uchiha Itachi was not satisfied with this arrangement. Uchiha Itachi felt that, since Uchiha Fugaku had disappeared, and since Uchiha Shisui had succeeded to the position of clan leader, the situation of Uchiha should be under control. However, what Shiraishi said did make some sense. That's why Uchiha Itachi agreed. But Shiraishi knew that this was probably the last time he would use such a strategy against Uchiha Itachi. If it happened again, Uchiha Itachi would lose his patience. Itachi, don't worry, Shisui and Fugaku Senpai are definitely different. And don't we still have us? Shiraishi sent Uchiha Itachi to the door. 79. Since Uchiha Fugaku disappeared, Uchiha Itachi's favorability has been this number. And now, it is still. This is enough to prove that Uchiha Itachi is satisfied with Shiraishi's arrangement. However, Shiraishi had to make such an arrangement. The current situation of Uchiha in Konoha is still very bad. The main reason for maintaining stability has a lot to do with Sarutobi Hiruzen's ideas. Therefore, Shiraishi had to keep Uchiha in a divided state. Shiraishi did not tell Uchiha Shisui the real reason for making such an arrangement for Uchiha Itachi, but just repeated the reason he told Uchiha Itachi to Uchiha Shisui. This is too unfair to Itachi. I will control the situation in the family as soon as possible. Uchiha Shisui clenched his fist. However, before that, Uchiha Shisui needed to face another thing. That is, the Mitaman clan and the Utain clan targeted the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Shisui's attitude is different from that of Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Fugaku is that, as long as he is not hurt, he doesn't care if other Uchiha lose their interests. However, Uchiha Shisui cares about other Uchiha. So he led the Uchiha people to start a resistance. Little by little, the interests that should belong to Uchiha were taken back. This has greatly improved Uchiha Shisui's reputation. After all, people are very realistic creatures. They will be more inclined to whoever can bring them benefits. Originally, this was just the job of a clan leader. But the truth is, Uchiha Fugaku did a terrible job before. Mitokado Yan's face turned cold. Before, Hiruzen said that Uchiha Shisui was good, but now it seems that he is just ambitious. What does he want to do? Confront us? What a courage. The radicals saw Uchiha Shisu's actions and trusted him more. The conservatives gained tangible benefits and their support for Uchiha Shisu was also higher. Everything about Uchiha seemed to be moving in a better direction. However, at this time, the old clan leader faction headed by Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Budo appeared. They were in conflict with Uchiha Shisu's faction. Hokage building. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at the documents in front of him. This was collected by the Enbu ninjas, and it was the main changes in the situation in the village during this period. Hinata, Aburame, Inoshikacho, there haven't been many changes. The Uchiha have changed a lot. Uchiha Fugaku disappeared, and Shisu succeeded to the position of clan leader of the Uchiha. Currently, the Uchiha are fighting against the Mitaman clan and the Utatane clan. Such a confrontation is beneficial to my Sarutobi clan. The Mitaman clan and the Utatane clan have gained a lot of benefits during the years I was in power. It's enough, and we can't continue to have more, otherwise they will become another existence that needs to be feared. If the Uchiha fights against them, they can wear them down. The situation on the Uchiha side is similar to what I expected. Shisu succeeded to the position of clan leader, but the group headed by Uchiha Itachi will never support Shisu. Speaking of which, there is a possibility that Shisu was involved in the disappearance of Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Fugaku and Shisu were like water and fire before. Uchiha Itachi was seriously injured and on the verge of death because of Uchiha Shisu. No matter how Sarutobi Hiruzen thought, he believed that Uchiha Shisu and Uchiha Itachi would definitely break up. Because this is the normal way of thinking. But Uchiha Itachi's thinking is not normal. Therefore, Sarutobi Hiruzen was deceived by Shiraishi's arrangement. In this way, I don't have to worry about the situation on the Uchiha side. If Uchiha Itachi is weak, support Uchiha Itachi. If Shisu is weak, support Shisu. Same as the Hyuga clan. In this process, the Mitaman clan and the Utatane clan can be weakened, as well as the Inoshikacho. These families become weak, and correspondingly, my Sarutobi clan becomes stronger. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled. The prosperity of my Sarutobi clan starts with me. It was lively outside. Shiraishi's side, on the contrary, calmed down. Because a ninja tool shop opened not far away, Tamaki and Mao's business suddenly became much worse, but it was not bad, and Shiraishi didn't care that much about the business. However, this was an extremely bad thing for Mandiantang. A very interesting phenomenon. When the first and second compete, it is not the first or the second who dies, but the third. They died without knowing what was going on. Mandiantang is now very desolate. It is rare for a few figures to walk in a day. Even if they do, they will leave after comparing several times and choose Huan Hemeo or another ninja tool store. Shiraishi felt a little sorry for this. According to the content in the original plot, after Shianshin became a ninja, the family business seemed to be pretty good. But now, Mandiantang is almost bankrupt. Shiraishi felt that this should be the butterfly effect brought by himself. He opened a Huan Hemeo next to Mandiantang. And the Mitaman family, in order to retaliate against Uchiha, opened a ninja tool store not far away, and engaged in vicious competition. This led to the current situation of Mandiantang. With Shianshin's optimistic personality, there are fewer smiles on his face these days. He doesn't come to Huan Hemeo so often. Instead, he is tidying up the situation inside Mandiantang. With his small body, he tried his best to move the tables and chairs inside. I hope to make Mandiantang look better and attract more customers. However, it will soon be messed up by Shianshin's drunken father. Shiraishi glanced at the next door and sighed slightly. Then he turned back to look at Huan. Huan, go next door and call Shianshin to come over for dinner. Yes, brother Shiraishi. Suddenly, looking at Huan's back, Shiraishi found that Huan's favorability had reached 90 without him noticing. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 109, Honda Toru. Hello, sir. Monitoring Huan's favorability has reached 90. Do you want to collect it? Collect. Collected successfully. Do you want to make a request? No. Not long after, Huan brought Shianshin over. Brother Beishi, breakfast is ready, go wash your hands. Okay. After washing their hands, the two entered the restaurant and sat upright. Beishi noticed that Shianshin's face was obviously tired and a little confused. Shianshin's current situation was indeed confusing. Not to mention that Shianshin was only this young, even adults would be at a loss when encountering such a thing. Shianshin has actually done very well. Beishi looked at the top of Shianshin's head. 78. Very good, big brother. Shianshin, is your father's situation still the same as before? Shianshin nodded. Shianshin, do you have any plans? Beishi said, given your father's current situation, Mandiantang is unlikely to continue to operate, and your father doesn't know when he will be able to come out. Shianshin fell into silence. This question was too difficult for Shianshin. Maybe, we can do this. Shiraishi said, with the current situation, if Mandiantang continues to operate, it will only get worse. I think you can temporarily close Mandiantang. Rent out the store later. This will be a good income. At least it will be enough to support your and your father's daily life. As for your father, let him stay at home. 1010. If you are interested in running a ninja tool store, you can come to Huan and Mao to work part-time. With Huan, Shianten looked up and seemed to think that Shiraishi's suggestion was good. However, Shianten could not make the decision on such a matter. Brother Shiraishi, I will go back and discuss it with my father. Well, if you make a decision early, the loss will be smaller. After breakfast, Shiraishi said something to Huan and then returned to the Uchiha clan's residence, the ninja tool store. He found a random reason to send Habi away. Shiraishi took snacks and attracted all the ninja cats. Meow. The ninja cats gathered in front of Shiraishi and meowed. Request. You sent a request to the heavens and the worlds. In the vast universe, countless eyes looked over, and a being named Hondatoru responded to your request. You received a C-level response. Shiraishi raised his eyebrows slightly. Hondatoru? The memory of Hondatoru floated in Shiraishi's mind. If there is anything similar to Tamaki, then liking cats is a very big common point. In addition, it is personality. Both of them have good personalities. From the world of Fruits Basket, good personality, good at negotiating, warm and healing, good at housework. When Shiraishi knew the responder, he knew that the strengthened ninja cat this time would definitely not be too strong. It is very likely that, like Alice and Zyodongia, it is only a genin level. Not a combat type, but a life skill type. A white ball of light appeared in Shiraishi's hand. Shiraishi threw the ball of light to the ninja cats on the opposite side. The next moment, it entered the body of a black cat. The light enveloped the black cat. Soon, the black cat emerged from the cocoon, standing upright in human form, wearing clothes similar to those of a high school student. After coming in front of Shiraishi, he bowed slightly. Hondatoru, hello, sir. Shiraishi nodded and looked at the word next to Hondatoru. Name, Hondatoru, cat, gender, female, strength, genin, upgradable, weapon, none, ability, housekeeping, as expected, just as Shiraishi expected, this was a ninja cat with life skills. Toru, come with me. Yes, sir. Shiraishi took Hondatoru back to Tamaki and the cat. At this time, Tenten had already gone back, and Tamaki was in the store, entertaining the guests who came in like a little adult, but Kurapika was the main person in charge. Tamaki was still too young, and not strong enough. Shiraishi-san. Tamaki's eyes were quickly attracted by Hondatoru. Kurapika and Violet also looked over. Shiraishi introduced, this is Hondatoru, the new ninja cat who has joined us. You will be responsible for the housework of Tamaki and the cats in the future. When the number of ninja cats increases, rules must be established. All ninja cats must be responsible for certain tasks. This is fair to the ninja cats. Otherwise, even if these ninja cats are loyal to Shiraishi and obey Shiraishi's orders, they will definitely have opinions about other ninja cats, and the atmosphere of the ninja tool shop will become disharmonious. This is not what Shiraishi wants to see. Hello everyone, I'm Hondatoru. It's our first meeting. Please take care of me. Hondatoru bowed slightly to everyone. As soon as he arrived at the ninja tool shop, Hondatoru quickly integrated into it. Hondatoru likes cats, so the ninja cat Hondatoru also likes cats. He treats Violet and others very well. Shiraishi thought that other ninja cats would be a little disgusted with Honda Toru. After all, if a person is a cat lover, not many people will find it strange. But if a cat is a cat lover, it will seem a little perverted. But unexpectedly, other ninja cats all had a good impression of Honda Toru and thought that Honda Toru was a very good ninja cat. Shiraishi observed for a while and came to a conclusion. That is, the reason for this is that Honda Toru has a good sense of proportion. He is very friendly to the ninja cats, but he has not made any perverted actions, and even his eyes have never revealed the slightest perversion. A figure entered Huan and the cats. It was Shianshin's father. He looked very bad. His clothes were dirty and even emitted a certain odor. An orange cat smelled the smell on his body, meowed a little unhappy, and quickly distanced himself. Shiraishi, is it? Yes. Tension has been taken care of during this period. You're welcome. Shianshin is a good child, and he happens to be the same age as Huan. The two are very good friends, and I didn't do anything. The middle-aged man looked around. Is it convenient to talk alone? Okay. Shiraishi took the middle-aged man into the lounge. Violet was guarding the door. I'm an incompetent father. The middle-aged man sighed. But now I don't know what I can do. I heard from Shianshin that you gave her a suggestion to rent out Mandiantang. Beishi nodded. Given the current situation of Mandiantang, it is indeed not suitable to continue operating. The middle-aged man was silent for a while. Beishi, can I ask you for a favor? Chapter 110. Beishi, I'll leave it to you every day. What's the matter? Can I ask you to help me take care of Tenten? Shiraishi was stunned. Take care of her? Yes. The middle-aged man nodded and said, I don't want to stay in Konoha anymore. This place makes me uncomfortable. If I stay here, I can't help but think of those two people. I'm in pain. If I go on like that, I still can't do anything. So I plan to leave. But Tenten is still too young. I can't take Tenten away either. It's more suitable for her to stay in the village. I'll rent out Mandian Hall and give the rent to you, Shiraishi, and then you can help me take care of Tenten, okay? Shiraishi's expression was a little strange. Do you trust me so much? Shiraishi looked at the top of the middle-aged man's head. The number on it was not high. Compared with before, it has increased a lot. But it is still below 30. Shiraishi, you are a good person, I believe you. But Shiraishi still refused. At Tenten's current age, it's actually completely fine for her to take care of herself. At this time, Naruto was already living alone. Shianshin is 1 year older than Naruto. Let Shianshin take the income of Mandiantang. As a neighbor, I will definitely take care of what I can. By the way, what price do you want to rent Mandiantang for? The middle-aged man looked at Shiraishi. Shiraishi, do you want to rent it? I have this idea. Shiraishi had the idea of letting Alice and Ziodangia open a store before. This is also what Alice and Ziodangia want. It is a good help for Shiraishi to improve others' favorability. Since you want to open a store, then opening it next to Huan and Mao is undoubtedly a better choice. A ninja tool store doesn't need such a large area. It's not a ninja tool store, it's something else. The middle-aged man hesitated for a while and quoted 80% of the market price. Shiraishi said, this is a bit too low. No. The middle-aged man shook his head and said, I still got the advantage. Shiraishi, you can help take care of Shianshin. It's already very good. And if I rent it to you, Shiraishi, the rent will definitely be stable. This is also much better than renting it to others. Shiraishi did not insist. When are you going to leave? Right now. Now? Yes. Leaving early is also a relief for me. After saying that, the middle-aged man stood up, without even thinking about returning to Mandian Hall and talking to Shianshin, but walked directly towards the entrance of Konoha village. When Shianshin searched for a long time and couldn't find his father, he panicked and came to Huan and Mao to ask Beishi. Brother Beishi, have you seen my father? Your father has left. Gone. Yes, he has left Konoha. Beishi said, he rented Mandian Hall to me. As for the rent, let me pay it directly to you, but I only rented the front part. Shianshin, your place will not change. Shianshin looked at Beishi in a daze. He really didn't expect that his father would run away. First, his mother ran away with the uncle next door. Now his father ran away too. No matter how strong his character is, he still couldn't bear it at this time. They don't want me anymore. Xianshan's eyes turned red and tears overflowed from his eyes. Beishi sighed and patted Xianshan on the shoulder. Xianshan buried her head in Shiraishi. She sobbed quietly, her shoulders shrugged, and her bun shook. It was not the time to laugh, but from Shiraishi's perspective, it looked funny. Shiraishi could only hold back and comfort her. It's okay. You still have me, and Tamaki in the future. Just treat us as your family. Look forward. Don't cry. Crying won't be pretty. Things in this world are like this. We can decide very little. Just do our own things well. You are already better than many people. Last time at the ramen shop, I met a little boy who was much more pitiful than you. He lost his parents when he was born, and he still doesn't know who his parents are. Sure enough, the tragedy of others is the best placebo for one's own sadness. Xianshan's sobbing became quieter, and he looked up and wiped away his tears. Brother Shiraishi, that person is so pitiful. Shiraishi rubbed Xianshan's head. From now on, just treat me as your brother. Yeah. Shiraishi brought Alice and Zyode to the next door. Alice, Zyode, this is where you will open the restaurant. What do you think of the design? Zyode looked at Alice. Sir, let Alice decide on the design of the restaurant. I'm not good at this. Shiraishi looked at Alice. Alice, do you have any ideas? Alice looked at the layout of the store and made up her mind. Sir, please leave it to me. I will definitely design it well. Okay. Shiraishi nodded. Once I have thought it through, I will ask someone to renovate and decorate it, and try to open the restaurant as soon as possible. At present, Shiraishi is only trying to improve the favorability of 3 people. Uchiha Itachi, Tenten, and Sarutobi Sayuri. Among them, Uchiha Itachi is a long process, and Shiraishi is still not sure when he can improve Uchiha Itachi's favorability to 90 points. As for Tenten, it will be soon. When Shiraishi told Tenten about the entrustment from Tenten's father, Tenten's favorability had risen to more than 80 points. Sayuri Sarutobi's progress was slower. After all, there were fewer opportunities for contact. Shiraishi handed over the restaurant affairs to Alice and Zyode. Shiraishi could rest assured about the 2 cats. Back to the ninja tool shop. Shiraishi could clearly feel the changes after Hondatoru joined. The whole store seemed to have become cleaner and tidier. It just looked more comfortable. Shiraishi raised his eyebrows slightly. Not bad. Hondatoru has no fighting ability, nor does he have the ability to attract others like Alice and Zyode. Shiraishi only thinks that Hondatoru's housework ability is better than nothing. But now it seems that it is not so worthless. Maybe it can be used in other aspects in the future. Shiraishi looked outside. If you want to open a restaurant, you can consult Uncle Shouder and Sister Ayame. But before that, you have to go to the basement first. I hope Uchiha Fugaku can figure some things out. Don't dwell on the past, especially after knowing the current situation of Uchiha. Chapter 111 Danzo, the time is ripe. Shiraishi came to the basement. Sir. Takasugi Shinsuke stood up quickly. Shinsuke, go guard outside. Yes, sir. Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Fugaku. Compared to when he was seriously injured just now, Uchiha Fugaku's condition is much better now. The injuries have basically recovered, but the eye sockets are still empty. Shiraishi has no intention of returning the Mangeki Sharingan to Uchiha Fugaku. He is tied up with chains. There are also chains of discipline set by Kurapika. Even if Uchiha Fugaku's body recovers, there is no way to break free. Fugaku-senpai. Shiraishi. Uchiha Fugaku looked up, although he couldn't see anything, but the action was still habitual. Uchiha, what's the situation now? Shiraishi sat down opposite Uchiha Fugaku. Fugaku-senpai, can you accept the current facts? Uchiha Fugaku smiled bitterly. So what if you can't accept it? It's already like this. Is there anything I can change? The current situation of Uchiha is not bad. Shiraishi said, Shisu's strategy is completely different from yours, Fugaku-senpai. Facing the coercion of Mitaman and Jutane, Shisu led the family and chose to resist. Now we have fought for a lot of benefits. Everyone in the family is more satisfied, with higher income and better life. At present, Shisu is firmly in the position of clan leader. With the assistance of the 8th generation senior, there will be no problem. Uchiha Fugaku shook his head. That's the Mitaman and Utane clan. Shisu's radical strategy is certainly good for Uchiha in the short term, but what about later? How should Uchiha deal with their revenge later? Shisu will only drag Uchiha into the abyss. Shiraishi immediately refuted. Senior Fugaku, you are wrong. Who do you think is really in control of Konoha now? Of course, the village leaders headed by the Hokage, including the Sarutobi clan, Inoshikacho, Mitokado-en, Utane and Koharu, and Shimura Danzo who is hiding in the dark. No, I think that the only one who is really in control of Konoha now is Sarutobi Hiruzen. Uchiha Fugaku frowned. Shiraishi continued, people all have selfish desires, and if they have selfish desires, they will inevitably take a lonely path. It's just like the replacement of dynasties in Shiraishi's previous life. At the beginning, everyone just gathered together to overthrow the tyranny. But when the tyranny was overthrown, and a new regime was established, the situation was different. A king would never allow his throne to be encroached upon by others in the future. The good bow is hidden, the birds are gone, the running dogs are cooked, and the cunning rabbits die. When the enemy country is defeated, the councillors die. Sarutobi Hiruzen has been in the position of Hokage for many years. Do you think he would give this position to the people of Inoshikacho, to Mitokado-en, to Utatane Koharu, or to Shimura Danzo? If he wanted to, he would have given it long ago. The reason he didn't give it is that he just wanted to give it to his own people. The fourth Hokage is half a Hokage. After all, he is the disciple of his disciple. And in this case, Sarutobi Hiruzen will definitely suppress the power of any other forces except the Sarutobi clan. Now the Uchiha clan is not strong and poses no threat at all. Then, the only ones who can threaten Sarutobi Hiruzen are his former allies. For Sarutobi Hiruzen, what's the benefit of suppressing the Uchiha clan instead of suppressing these allies? Uchiha Fugaku still disagreed. But the situation of Uchiha is different. What Madara Senpai did back then made everyone wary of the Uchiha clan. And the Ninetales rebellion, the appearance of the Sharingan above the Ninetales eyes, made everyone even more wary. It's not easy for the Hokage to trust the Uchiha clan, Shiraishi said. That's why I arranged for Itachi and Shisu to be in opposition. Uchiha Fugaku was stunned. Itachi and Shisu are in opposition? That's right. Shiraishi nodded and said, Shisu is now in the clan leader faction, and Itachi is the leader of the old clan leader faction. The two factions are in opposition, just like the main family and branch family of Hyuga. In this way, Sarutobi Hiruzen will be more assured about the Uchiha. A divided and internally opposed Uchiha will not have the power to threaten his position as Hokage, and he will be a qualified tool like the Hyuga. Uchiha Fugaku was silent for a long time. Shiraishi, what did you say to Itachi to make Itachi become like this? Fugaku senpai, you are a bit unfair to us by saying this. Itachi made such a choice, and it has nothing to do with us. This is his own idea. Shiraishi said and paused. Whether you believe it or not, Senior Fugaku, this is the truth. You can wait and see in the future, Senior Fugaku. The Uchiha will definitely get better and better. Much better than the Uchiha led by Senior Fugaku. After saying that, Shiraishi left the secret room. Takasugi Shinsuke returned inside to guard Uchiha Fugaku. And Shiraishi came to the handmade ramen shop. Shiraishi. When Handmaid and Ayame saw Shiraishi, they immediately greeted him warmly with smiles on their faces. Uncle Shouder, Sister Ayame. Shiraishi, what kind of ramen do we want to eat today? Uncle Shouder, I didn't come here to eat ramen today. Actually, I have something to ask you. Ask you something? Shouder was stunned for a moment and said, is there anything we can help with? Shiraishi, just tell me. As long as we can help, Ayame and I will definitely help with all our strength without any excuses. Uncle Shouder, it's like this. I have two friends who are planning to open a restaurant in Konoha. I have no experience in this area, so I plan to ask you, Uncle Shouder. Open a restaurant? What type of cuisine? There is no fixed type. Shouder hesitated and nodded. Okay, but Shiraishi, my experience is only effective for ramen shops, not necessarily the best. If it doesn't work out, don't blame me, Shiraishi. No, you are experienced, and your experience is a great help. Okay, I'll sort it out first, and come back in a few days, Shiraishi. Okay, please help me, Uncle Shouder. You're welcome. On the other side, Mitamonen was in Uchiha Koharu's office, furious and furious. Too much. Too much. Those Uchiha, how dare they do that? And Hiruzen, they actually pretended not to see anything. Uchiha Koharu's face was also not very good. When the Uchiha's counter-attack began, the Mitaman clan and the Uchiha clan lost a lot of benefits. Not only during this period, they took away from the Uchiha. It even included what they took from the Uchiha a long time ago, and what they took from other forces. Therefore, both of them were extremely dissatisfied. Not only was he dissatisfied with Uchiha, he was also strongly dissatisfied with Sarutobi Hiruzen. Before, Uchiha Koharu would make excuses for Sarutobi Hiruzen. Now, even Uchiha Koharu didn't make excuses. The two of them didn't notice that a root ninja hiding in the corner had heard their conversation, and soon came to Danzo and repeated it. Danzo smiled. The time is almost ripe. Chapter 112. What is the name of the restaurant? Danzo had never given up on the position of Hokage. However, Sarutobi Hiruzen had the support of everyone. Danzo could only hide in the dark and comfort himself that he was the root of Konoha and was more important than Sarutobi Hiruzen as the Hokage, and he was making contributions to the village. After Sarutobi Hiruzen abdicated, Danzo wanted to push Orochimaru, who was allied with him, to the position in order to implement his own ideas. However, he failed. Namake's Minato took the position. Danzo could still accept this result. After all, Namake's Minato was talented enough. He learned the Flying Thunder God technique created by the second Hokage. He made great contributions on the battlefield. However, Namake's Minato died in the Ninetales Rebellion. In this case, Danzo felt that either the position of Hokage should be his turn, or it would be Orochimaru. Danzo was looking forward to both. But Danzo did not expect that Sarutobi Hiruzen would take the position again. Sarutobi Hiruzen's decision made Danzo very angry. At the same time, Danzo realized a problem, that is, Sarutobi Hiruzen had selfish intentions. Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to keep the position of Hokage in his own faction forever. This made Danzo very angry. Danzo could not accept it. However, Danzo had to admit that after so many years, his power was still much worse than Sarutobi Hiruzen's power, so Danzo did not clearly express his thoughts. Danzo was waiting for an opportunity. Now, the opportunity has come. Because of the Uchiha incident, Mitamonen and Uchiha Koharu both had strong dissatisfaction with Sarutobi Hiruzen. You can find an opportunity to meet Enin Koharu. Shiraishi returned to the ninja tool shop. Alice and Zyudangia had already returned from next door. Alice, how about it? My lord, I already have an idea, and I will draw the blueprint later. Okay, tell me when you are done. Alice was very excited to design. As ninja cats, in addition to their loyalty to Shiraishi, ninja cats also have their own preferences. Opening a restaurant is what Alice and Zyudangia want to do. Honda Toru keeps the store and the situation inside in order. Tamaki and Tenten assist Kurapika in selling the ninja tools in the ninja tool shop. Violet monitors the situation around. A ninja walks in between Tamaki and the cat. Shiraishi can't help but look over. This is not an ordinary ninja, but an Uchiha. Shiraishi, long time no see. Long time no see. Shiraishi knows the other person, but doesn't know his name, but the other person knows Shiraishi, and he has bought ninja tools from Shiraishi in the ninja tool shop in the Uchiha base before. How is business? Not bad. The Uchiha said with some emotion. I didn't expect that one day, we Uchiha people could open a store in a place like the commercial street, and it's doing quite well. A long time ago, you could still see it. But since we Uchiha were targeted, it's very hard to see it. Shisui is indeed doing better than the head of the Fugaku clan. The reform of the guard department and the current family strategy have earned Shisui the trust of the Hokage, so he can be tough when facing Mitaman and Tateshina. The villagers' strange eyes have decreased a lot. The family's income has increased a lot. Most of the Uchiha people are getting better and better. Life has become better, and they have received more respect. If Itachi and the others didn't mess around, the situation of the Uchiha might have become better. Unfortunately, Itachi and the others are too selfish and only consider their own interests. Shiraishi smiled and didn't respond. What this Uchiha felt was also what other Uchiha could feel. The situation of the Uchiha has indeed improved. It has really improved. This made Shiraishi feel that what he did was meaningful. However, Shiraishi disagreed with the last point of the Uchiha. The current situation in Konoha is that there are many strong people with one superpower. The superpower is the Sarutobi clan. If the Uchiha wants to be safe, then the superpower must be assured, so the confrontation between Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Shisui is necessary. In other words, as long as the superpower is assured, then there will be no serious consequences for the Uchiha to do excessive things to other forces. At most, they can just fight. If there is a real large-scale battle, the superpower will definitely mediate. Moreover, even if the superpower does not mediate, the Uchiha will definitely not be afraid. The strength of the Uchiha is not weak now. What do you want? Some kunai and shuriken? Okay, wait a minute. Shianshin and Huan trotted into the warehouse and soon brought out the ninja tools that the Uchiha needed. My lord, it's done. Nearing dusk, Alice excitedly trotted towards Shiraishi with a blueprint. The above is a framework of Mandiantang. Alice has made many changes within this framework. It used to be a ninja tool shop with a simple layout. Now it has become much more complicated. Alice has designed many practical things for the restaurant. Just by looking at this drawing, Shiraishi can build a rough outline in his mind. It can be seen that Alice's design is very detailed. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, I will find a construction team to come tomorrow to start the construction. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. By the way, Alice, have you thought of the name of the restaurant? Alice was stunned for a moment. Aren't you the one who comes to pick it? Shiraishi shook his head. The restaurant is yours and Little Chef's restaurant, so the name is naturally for you to pick. Alice's eyes flashed with anticipation. Then I'll discuss it with Little Chef's teacher. Okay. Mitamanen and Utatane Koharu, invited by the Root Ninja, came to Danzo's territory. The two looked around and found a chair to sit down. Please wait for a moment, my lords. Lord Danzo will be here soon. Soon, footsteps sounded. Danzo walked slowly into the sight of the two. Koharu. Danzo. Danzo looked at the two and smiled. Now you two can probably understand my previous situation. I'm not as bad as you imagined before, right? The reason why I did those things that you think are incomprehensible is that I was forced. It's just that I was the only one forced before. And now, besides me, you are also being forced. Chapter 113 Danzo, who do you think is suitable to be Hokage? Danzo's attitude made Mitamanen and Utatane Koharu look unhappy. But in the current situation, both of them wanted to get Danzo's help. Mitamanen was silent for a moment. Danzo, we were wrong about what happened before. We easily defined you without knowing you well enough. We apologize to you, but we were also deceived by Hiruzen. We really didn't expect that Hiruzen would be such a person. Don't remember the old friendship. Love the new and hate the old. Now the Uchiha are getting bolder and bolder. My Mitamanen clan and Koharu's Utatane clan have a lot of industries that have been robbed by the Uchiha. If they continue like this, I don't know to what extent they will be forced. Hiruzen clearly saw all this, but he did nothing. After a pause, Mitamanen added, perhaps, letting you, Danzo, succeed as Hokage was the best choice. Danzo said, I only learned a little bit, but I didn't expect the situation to be so bad. I was just worried that the Uchiha would be out of control. As you all know, this ninja family is inherently evil. But now Hiruzen wants to use the Uchiha. This is contrary to Tobirama Sensei's idea. But Hiruzen is the Hokage after all. There's not much I can do. Mitokadoen looked disappointed. Danzo continued. But I can provide you with a little help. Mitokadoen's eyes lit up. What help? Danzo said, Hiruzen is the Hokage. We can't do anything to him. It's hard for us to influence Hiruzen and make him change his decision. So we can only start with Uchiha. I can provide you with ninjas. Kill members of Uchiha outside Konoha. In this way, the strength of Uchiha can be weakened. If the strength of Uchiha is weakened, there will be no way to continue to target your Mitamanen clan and Utatane clan. Mitamanen's eyes flickered. Utatane Koharu hesitated. Danzo, isn't it a bit bad for us to do this? After all, Uchiha is also a member of our Konoha, and if we are discovered, we will become the target of public criticism. What Utatane Koharu really worried about was the latter. Danzo shook his head. No matter what means are used to deal with the evil Uchiha, it is not excessive. Hiruzen is using Uchiha. He was deceived by Uchiha. We must make amends for Hiruzen. Otherwise, when the Uchiha grows up, it will be a huge disaster for the village. We are just doing it for the village. Danzo said in a high-sounding manner. As for being discovered, you can rest assured. The ninjas I sent out have all been professionally trained. Even if they die, they will never leak any information. Mito and Uchiha Koharu looked at each other, and they were somewhat tempted. Danzo, what do you want? The two naturally did not think that Danzo was sending people in vain. Danzo did not answer directly, but asked, who do you think is the most suitable to succeed the position of Hokage after Hiruzen? After Hiruzen? Mito looked at Danzo and smiled. Of course it's you, Danzo. Danzo looked at Uchiha Koharu. Uchiha Koharu nodded. Danzo, you are indeed the more suitable candidate for the Hokage. Danzo said, I hope that the Shimura clan, the Mitaman clan, and the Uchiha clan can establish a closer relationship and build Konoha together. Mitaman and Uchiha Koharu nodded. Of course. We are trustworthy partners. The future of the village depends on us. Mitaman and Uchiha Koharu left. Danzo did not directly ask Mitaman and Uchiha Koharu to deal with Sarutobi Hiruzen together, because Danzo knew that this was unrealistic, but as long as the conflict between Mitaman, Uchiha and Uchiha becomes intense, especially Mitaman and Uchiha, so many people died in this process. Mitaman and Uchiha Koharu will sooner or later stand on the opposite side of Sarutobi Hiruzen. This is what Danzo can design. It's unrealistic to attack Hiruzen directly, but as long as Hiruzen dies, with the support of En and Koharu, plus my own strength, it won't be difficult to get the position of Hokage. However, it's not easy to kill Hiruzen. We have to prepare well. Uchiha is just a small character. Sharingan is indeed powerful, but there is no one who can reach the level of Madara. Uchiha and Senju are the same. It's not a great ninja family. The reason why it's strong is only because of Hashirama Sensei, Tobirama Sensei, and Uchiha Madara. Danzo looked in the direction of the Hokage building. Hiruzen, this day will not be too far away. Your plan will not succeed. This village can't always belong to your Sarutobi clan. No one will agree. And I will be the first. For the village, and for myself. Danzo already has a plan in mind on how to snatch the position of Hokage. The first thing to do is to kill Sarutobi Hiruzen's predetermined successor. Danzo has already investigated the situation of Sarutobi Shinosuke. Danzo was sure that Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to push Sarutobi Shinosuke to the position. Sarutobi Shinosuke was too young. Once he succeeded to the throne, he didn't know how many years he would have to sit in the position of Hokage. Moreover, Danzo knew that Sarutobi Shinosuke had good talent. This made Sarutobi Shinosuke become Hokage, and Danzo felt that he might really have no hope at all. Therefore, Sarutobi Shinosuke must die. Without Sarutobi Shinosuke, the Sarutobi clan can't actually produce any decent people. No, the entire Konoha doesn't have any decent people, except me. In addition, the death of Shinosuke will inevitably bring a great blow to Hiruzen. At the same time, the situation in the village has become complicated. At this time, if Hiruzen dies, and then the blame is put on Uchiha, I can kill two birds with one stone. However, it is difficult to achieve such an effect. It may still take Orochimaru to kill Hiruzen. In that case, it will be more guaranteed, and other people will not suspect me, and it will not affect my succession to the position of Hokage. As for Uchiha, I can slowly deal with it after I get the position of Hokage. I'm not as kind as Hiruzen. And I won't have any expectations of Uchiha. Chapter 114. Ju goes downstairs and officially opens for business. Shiraishi contacted the renovation team to renovate Mandiantang. The first thing was to take down the sign. Then he went inside and demolished all the extra parts and expanded the kitchen. Alice planned the entire restaurant into 3 parts. The lobby, the private room, and the kitchen. This is the part that Shiraishi rented. As for the rest, it still belongs to Shienshin. Alice, have you thought of the name of the store? Sir, we have already thought of it. It's called Kikashiksi-Alao. Shiraishi raised his eyebrows slightly. Kikashiksi-Alao? Why is it this name? It was chosen by Mr. Zio Dangan. I suddenly thought of this name. Sir, is it not nice? No, it's nice. Let's call it this name. Shiraishi looked at the next door with a slightly subtle expression. In the world of Naruto, there is actually a Kakashi Lao. A figure walked over here. After seeing Shiraishi, a smile appeared on his face, and even his steps became much faster. Shiraishi. Sister a chorus. A chorus trotted to Shiraishi, and took out a few pieces of paper. Shiraishi, these are some things my father and I have sorted out. I hope they will be of some use to you. Then he looked at the Mandiantang next to him, which was being disassembled. Is this the location where you are going to open a restaurant, Shiraishi? Yes. This is a good location. The flow of people will definitely not be bad. As long as Shiraishi's friend's cooking skills are not too bad, the business will definitely not be too bad. Don't worry. Ayame looked inside, then looked back at Uan and the cat. Shiraishi, haven't your two friends who are going to open a restaurant come yet? They are already here, right next to me. Next to them? Ayame was stunned for a moment, and looked carefully at the side of Shiraishi, and then her eyes finally fell on Alice. If it weren't for the chef's uniform on Alice, Ayame might not have noticed it. Shiraishi pointed at Alice and said, it is Alice and Ziodangia who are going to open a restaurant. The friends I'm talking about are them, but they are not human beings, but ninja cats. Ayame's eyes widened, revealing an expression of disbelief. Ninja cat is opening a restaurant. Yes, Alice and Ziodangia are both good at cooking. I'm really looking forward to it. Ayame looked at Alice. Her nose twitched, and she smelled the smell of kitchen smoke on Alice, and immediately became more convinced of Shiraishi's words. So, she couldn't help but look forward to it. The restaurant opened by Ninja Cat must be very special. Shiraishi, when the restaurant is open, you must tell me. I want to be the first customer. Okay, Sister Ayame, no problem. Then I will go back first. Goodbye Sister Ayame. Shiraishi watched Ayame leave. The reason why he talked to Ayame and Chowder about opening a restaurant in advance was that Chowder and Ayame could indeed provide some experience for Kakashi Lao. Chowder Ramen is a very successful store in Konoha. In addition, Shiraishi did not want Ayame and Chowder to affect his favorability because of Kakashi Lao's opening of a store. Even though Shiraishi had already requested the favorability of these two people. However, many people in Konoha have a good relationship with Chowder and Ayame. In this case, Shiraishi maintains a good relationship with Chowder and Ayame. Then, Chowder and Ayame will speak well of Shiraishi in front of others. They can help Shiraishi and improve others' favorability. Ayame, how is it? I have already given it to Shiraishi. Ayame couldn't help but share what she saw with Chowder. Father, did you know? The two friends of Shiraishi are not human. Not human? Chowder was stunned. That's right, not human, but ninja cats. The two ninja cats who are going to open a restaurant are two ninja cats? Chowder's expression became more interesting. Ninja cats opening a restaurant? Seriously? Of course it's true. Shiraishi told me personally, and I also saw one of them, a white cat wearing a chef's uniform, with a clear kitchen atmosphere. Ayame said. Chowder's expression became more interesting. That's really interesting. 3 days later, Kakashi Lao officially opened. There are many things to be renovated inside the building, but the efficiency of the renovation team is quite good. There is a genin inside. The efficiency is not comparable to that of ordinary people. Some people will show strange eyes when they see a dignified ninja working as an ordinary decorator. But Shiraishi thinks that there is nothing wrong with this person's choice. Who says that ninjas can only fight and kill? What's wrong with doing ordinary people's jobs? They are all jobs for a living, so there is no high or low. Moreover, the work efficiency is indeed much higher than that of ordinary people. Alice was a little excited. Sir, thank you. The little chef next to him looked much calmer, but when he saw the 3 words Kakashi Lao, he also clenched his claws. You're welcome. Shiraishi waved his hand. Then, starting today, Kakashi Lao is officially open for business. The sign was hung high at the door. The door opened. There were many flower baskets on both sides of the door. This was ordered by Shiraishi in advance. It was the flower shop of Yamanaka Ino's family. In addition, Shiraishi also brought some snacks made by Alice. Given the current situation of the Uchiha, contacting Uzumaki Naruto would certainly still arouse suspicion, but Shiraishi felt that contacting the people of the Inoshikacho would not be a big problem. Sarutobi Hiruzen would not be unable to accept even this. After all, Sarutobi Hiruzen has begun to reuse Uchiha Shisu. Tamaki and Tenten did not stay in the ninja tool shop. Instead, they came to the door of the Kiku lower floor. One of them held a plate in his hand. New store opening, free trial. If it's not delicious, no money. The two shouted the slogan that Shiraishi taught them. For a while, they attracted a lot of people. People would have a certain curiosity about the opening of a new store, and if the word free was added, they could get more bonuses. Now the reputation of the Uchiha is no longer what it used to be. Tamaki and the cat have been in business for a long time. What a cute little girl. Can we try it? Tamaki and Tenten both smiled enthusiastically. Of course. A customer picked up a piece and stuffed it into his mouth. The next moment, his eyes suddenly lit up. Even if you are not a gourmet, you can clearly feel the delicious taste in your mouth. Alice's cooking skills are still a dimensionality reduction strike for anyone, except Zyodejia in this world. No one can match it. This is too delicious. Can I try another piece? Today at noon, I decided to eat here. All the guests who stopped to taste were instantly captured by the delicious taste that entered their mouths. For a while, it was very lively. The flow of people in Lionhuan and Mao was driven. Chapter 115. Food is indeed one of the truths of humanity. Shiraishi looked at the crowd pouring into Kikishi's lower floor and smiled. Delicious food is indeed one of the truths of mankind. Even though this shop was opened by an Uchiha like him. Even though the chef of this shop is a ninja cat. Even though there are only two little girls welcoming guests at the door. Even though they have to wait for a long time. But under the attraction of delicious food, people still lined up very long. Kikishi's lower floor opened successfully. Alice was busy, and Shiraishi had to go over to help. The ninja tool shop was temporarily handed over to Kurapika to take care of, and Violet followed Shiraishi closely. It's delicious. I've never eaten such delicious food. It's a pity that there are too many people and I have to wait for a long time. Come on, you are lucky to be able to wait. Many people in the queue now can't wait. Hand beating ramen shop. Hand beating clearly felt that the number of customers coming in was less than usual. Ayame, go and see what's going on. Yes, father. Soon, Ayame came back. Father, it's because of the opening of Shiraishi's friend's restaurant. Many people lined up and said it was delicious. Is it really that delicious? Shouda raised his eyebrows slightly. Is this ninja cat chef so amazing? He actually has a better grasp of human taste than human chefs. Let's go, Ayame. Let's go and take a look. Okay. The two came to the front of the Kikishang building. However, there were too many people. The two couldn't get in line at all. Father, do you want to find Shiraishi? Shouda shook his head. Shiraishi and his friends must be very busy today, so let's not trouble them. Next to him, a person who didn't get in line said sarcastically, it's just opened, and there's such a big fuss. What do you want to do? No matter how delicious the food is, how delicious can it be? Better than handmade ramen? Better than a kimchi BBQ? Is it worth so many people lining up? They must be hired to act. When Shouda heard this, even if there were compliments on himself, he still wanted to refute it. Shouda didn't think Shiraishi was that kind of person. But before Shouda could say anything, a customer in the queue glared at him. What do you know? You didn't get to eat during the free tasting just now. The food at Kikuxyalao is simply incomparable to ordinary food. The handmade ramen and a kimchi BBQ are indeed good, but they can't compare to the food at Kikuxyalao. If you don't want to eat, get out of here. We think there are too many competitors. Don't disturb us while we are waiting for delicious food. By the way, aren't you the owner of a restaurant on the next street? You're not as good at cooking as others, so you're jealous of others? You don't improve your cooking skills, but do things like this. Your business will never be good. The people who said bad things all left in disgrace. Shouda and Ayame looked at each other. We have to find time to see it, but today, Ayame, let's go back first. Yes, father. The two left. Shiraishi took a look at the queue outside, and then looked at Alice in the kitchen. Then he came to the door. Hello everyone. Thank you very much for your recognition of Kikashiro, but we have limited manpower and can only make limited dishes. I hope everyone will line up rationally. As soon as the opening, everyone in Kikashiro was busy. It was not until the evening that the ingredients were exhausted and there was no way to make any more dishes, so they stopped. There were still many people queuing outside, but Kikashiro could no longer accommodate them. Shiraishi could only distribute the snacks that Alice had made before to these people for free as compensation. At night, Kikashiro closed. Shiraishi and others, as well as the ninja cat, all returned to Tamaki and the cat. Shianshin still had her own house in Kikashiro, but chose to move to Tamaki's room with Tamaki. Alice, Zyode and Gia, how do you feel? Shiraishi looked at Alice and Zyode and Gia. To be honest, Shiraishi was also a little surprised about this situation. Shiraishi knew that Alice's cooking was a dimensionality reduction blow to Konoha. Shiraishi knew that Alice's cooking would definitely be very popular. However, Shiraishi did not expect that Alice's cooking would be so popular on just the first day. I still underestimated the pursuit of food by the people of Konoha. Alice's face showed obvious fatigue, but she also smiled. My lord, I like this feeling very much. The little chef nodded. It is a very happy thing to see the dishes we make recognized and loved by so many people. Who were next to him stuck out his tongue. But it's a bit tiring. Shiraishi smiled. Indeed, I didn't expect this situation. Starting tomorrow, our business strategy will change. We can't do it in this way of queuing. Alice, how many people do you think you can serve in one meal? Shiraishi looked at Alice. Alice thought for a while and said, if I'm a cat, it will be easier to serve 100 people in one meal. I won't be too tired, and I won't make mistakes. Shiraishi made up his mind. Okay, then starting tomorrow, we will order 100 servings per meal. Open for reservations in the morning. Open for business at noon, and in the evening. Only customers who have made reservations will be served. The expected things will definitely make some customers dissatisfied. After all, there is no such thing in Konoha's restaurants, and the limited number is only 100 servings. Compared with the population of Konoha of hundreds of thousands, it is too small. However, this is not a big problem. Alice's cooking skills are there, and judging from today's situation, there will be no shortage of customers. As for the cooking of Zyode and Gia, Shiraishi will prepare it later, and bring it out after the situation of Kikashiro stabilizes. By the way, Toru, starting tomorrow, you will also go to Kikashiro to help? Yes, sir. Honda Toru's ability to handle housework can also be of great help to Kikashiro. In addition, Shiraishi also plans to hire a few shop assistants. This can reduce Alice's workload. After all, Tamaki and Tenten can't always help at Kikashiro. The same is true for Shiraishi. The news of Kaku going downstairs spread throughout Konoha that night. Because Konoha hadn't had any major events for a long time. For ordinary villagers, the fights between Uchiha, Mitamon, and Utane were not of interest to them at all. They didn't know much about them. But food was different. Sarutobi Hiruzen listened to the report from the Anbu ninja in front of him, and his eyes flickered. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 116 Sarutobi Shinosuke is about to return. A ninja cat chef can make dishes that are more delicious than the dishes in all the restaurants in Konoha. The ninja cat of the Uchiha family? Interesting. Sarutobi Hiruzen thought for a moment. Go investigate the situation of the ninja cat. Yes, sir. After the Anbu ninja left, Sarutobi Hiruzen came to the window and stood still, looking in the direction of the commercial street. The cooperation between the Ninja Cat clan and the Uchiha has been very long, but before, the Ninja Cat only provided ninja tools and intelligence to the Uchiha. Now there is a chef Ninja Cat. A new thing will naturally be of concern to Sarutobi Hiruzen. However, Sarutobi Hiruzen did not take it too seriously, because now, Sarutobi Hiruzen has something more concerned about. Shinosuke is coming back soon. He has completed the first stage of training. Now, Shinosuke's strength can be regarded as the best among the elite jonin. He has perfectly mastered the fusion of earth escape and fire escape. And he has brought back an heir. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes showed a hint of expectation. Given the current situation in Konoha, if I can hold on to the position of Hokage for a few more years, there will be no problem in pushing Shinosuke to the top. No one is more suitable than Shinosuke. Danzo narrowed his eyes slightly. Kiku went downstairs. A ninja cat actually opened a restaurant in Konoha openly and attracted so many people. Just delicious? Unlikely. It is more likely that something that shouldn't be put in the ingredients is put. Perhaps we can use this as a breakthrough to suppress Uchiha. Mitamonen and Utatane Koharu were very angry when they heard the news. The Mitamonen clan and Utatane clan are the ones that have the biggest conflict with Uchiha now. Good things for Uchiha are bad things for Mitamonen clan and Utatane clan. We must make this restaurant closed. Others were more curious. Curious about the ninja cat chef. Curious about the deliciousness of the dishes. The next day, Kiku went downstairs. Shiraishi stood at the door. Very early, someone came here to wait. Everyone. Beishi pointed to the notice posted on the wall and said, because there is only one chef and Juxi allow at present, the number of guests that can be received is limited. We can only serve 100 people per meal. Make reservations in the morning, and the reservations will be closed when the number of people reaches 200. Only those who have made reservations can enter Juxi allow for dinner. It is indeed a shortage of manpower. I hope everyone can be more tolerant. In addition, Juxi allow needs to hire several shop assistants. Those who are interested can sign up. We will then conduct a screening. If you pass the interview, you can be hired. Juxi allow has strict requirements. Please be mentally prepared, but the treatment is also good. Beishi's words made everyone silent for a while. As expected, some people could not accept the reservation. Reservation? What do you really think you are? It's just a restaurant. Humph. Some people snorted coldly and left directly. However, others, especially those who had tasted the delicious food yesterday, rational people, can also understand why Juxi allow made such a decision. There are not enough chefs, and we can only accommodate so many guests. There is nothing we can do about it. If we really accept everyone, it will be bad for everyone. This is a more responsible attitude. In addition, some people's eyes rolled because they saw a business opportunity here. That is, wrestling reservation qualifications. There is no doubt that the cuisine of Kikushiro is the best in Konoha, and it is much higher than the second place. Those who pursue high quality cuisine will not care, even if the price of Kikushiro is several times higher than other restaurants. Some of these people have time to queue up for reservations, but some do not have time. In this case, if you have a qualification to reserve, you can sell it to those who want it. Sell it at a high price, and those who will definitely accept it will earn a good income. I'm booking lunch for 1 person. I'm booking lunch for 3 people. I'm booking dinner for 2 people. Shiraishi said to the person in front while recording. Everyone, lunch has been booked. We can only book dinner next. In addition, 1 person can only book 4 people at the end. We don't accept too many reservations. In less than 10 minutes, the 100 places for lunch and the 100 places for dinner were booked. The crowd dispersed. However, they did not disperse completely. Shiraishi noticed the scalpers in the crowd, but did not say much. Scalpers are not something that Kikushiro allow should be responsible for. The patrol department should be responsible for this matter. No, the village regulations are still imperfect, even after being revised by the village's top leaders, and the patrol department has no regulations to follow to manage these scalpers. In the short term, it's not a bad thing for me. The existence of scalpers will greatly increase the threshold for guests to enter Kikushiro allow, but it will not lead to a decrease in guests. The higher the threshold for guests to enter Kikushiro allow, the greater the benefit to Shiraishi. These people either have good power, are very rich, or are powerful ninjas. What is valuable to Shiraishi is the third party. The people sent by Mitamonen and Utatane Koharu to cause trouble are here. But after seeing the reservation strategy of Kikushiro allow, they were confused. Because the actions they had previously formulated against Kikushiro allow were useless in the face of the current Kikushiro allow. Several people looked at each other. What should we do? Let's go back first. At noon, Kikushiro allow officially opened for business. The guests who had made reservations had already arrived in advance. Shiraishi did not go there. Tamaki and Tenten acted as waiters. Alice was busy in the kitchen. Hondotoru assisted. And the little chef returned to the ninja tool shop. He was making lunch for Shiraishi and others. 2 guests came to the ninja tool shop. It was Uchiha Izumi and Sarutobi Sayuri. Sarutobi Sayuri kept looking at Kakashi Uchiha next door. Sarutobi Sayuri likes cats, so she is naturally more interested in the restaurant opened by ninja cats. She really wants to experience it, but she can't go in without the qualification for reservation. Izumi, let's come early tomorrow morning. Okay, Sayuri sensei. Uchiha Izumi couldn't understand this. After all, in Shiraishi's case, Sayuri Sarutobi had already eaten the food made by Alice. But since Sayuri Sarutobi had proposed it, Uchiha Izumi would not refuse. Shiraishi looked at Sayuri Sarutobi. A line of text floated above Sayuri Sarutobi's head. Chapter 117 Shumu's Brutal Method of Judgment. 60. People who like cats are not bad. Unconsciously, Sayuri Sarutobi's favorability has also increased to 60 points. Shiraishi is quite satisfied with this. Sayuri Sarutobi's favorability is different from that of other people, even if Sayuri Sarutobi's talent is not very good. However, the 2 words Sarutobi represent different meanings. Once Sayuri Sarutobi's favorability exceeds 90, then she and Shiraishi will definitely be considered friends. Shiraishi can use Sayuri Sarutobi to improve the favorability of others. Many people who have a relationship with the Sarutobi clan. With Sayuri Sarutobi's situation in Konoha, there must be a lot of people who actively approach her. Not counting the princess of Konoha, she can be considered a Konoha princess. My lord, lunch is ready. Shiraishi nodded. Izumi, Sayuri senpai, let's go to the restaurant. Okay. The 3 of them came to the restaurant. Sayuri Sarutobi's attention was immediately attracted by the food on the table. Shiraishi said, these dishes are the same as the lunch at Kikuxia today. Some of the ingredients are prepared by Alice, so it can be considered as dining at Kikuxia. It's just a different place. In fact, these dishes are better than Kikuxia. After all, the dishes at Kikuxia are all prepared by Alice. And these are also processed by Zyodinjia. Hearing Shiraishi say this, Sarutobi Sayuri suddenly became very interested. Shiraishi, can Alice handle Kikuxia alone? It will be better today. Shiraishi said, yesterday was indeed very tiring. We were all very tired. I didn't expect Kikuxia's dishes to be so popular. I underestimated everyone's pursuit of food. Shiraishi has reflected on this point. It's mainly because Shiraishi himself eats either Alice's dishes or Zyodinjia's dishes. He eats them more and doesn't have such a strong concept. He's too used to it. But for others, it's different. For lunch and dinner, only 100 portions are provided, and no orders are accepted. Alice will prepare the menu in advance, and the guests who enter can only choose according to the menu. This will reduce a lot of Alice's workload. In addition, Hondotoru is helping. Tenten and Tamaki are also helping. Sarutobi Sayuri looked at the dishes on the table. Are these 3 sets? Yes. Shiraishi picked up the chopsticks. Izumi, Sayuri senpai, try it quickly. It will get cold and the taste will not be so good. Okay. Uchiha Izumi and Sarutobi Sayuri both showed satisfied expressions on their faces. It's delicious. It would be great if I could eat such delicious food every day. As she said that, Sarutobi Sayuri's eyes suddenly moved, looked at Shiraishi, and asked, Shiraishi, did you just say that Kikuchita is now recruiting staff? Yes. What do you think of me? Sarutobi Sayuri pointed at herself. I want to work as a staff member at Kikuchita. Sarutobi Sayuri had a good idea. Going downstairs, I can eat the delicious food made by Alice and get in close contact with cats. This is simply a dream life. Shiraishi was stunned for a moment. Sayuri senpai, Hokage will never agree. A ninja, a special jonin, and a niece of Sarutobi Hiruzen came to a restaurant to work as a waitress. How could this be? The Sarutobi clan was embarrassed. Sarutobi Sayuri's expression froze. Then he became a little dejected. Uncle Hiruzen really won't agree. Soon, the 3 of them finished the food on their plates. Uchiha Izumi reminded Sarutobi Sayuri, "Sayuri-senpai, we have planned to do tree climbing training this afternoon, and the time is almost up." Sarutobi Sayuri remembered, and quickly stood up. "Shiraishi, thank you for your hospitality today. Sayuri-senpai, you are polite. We are all friends." Watching Uchiha Izumi and Sarutobi Sayuri leave. 62. A lunch increased Sayuri Sarutobi's favorability by 2 points. Suddenly, a noisy sound came from next door. Shiraishi walked out of the ninja tool shop. He saw several people making a scene at the door of Kikashixi-Lao. "The food in Kikashixi-Lao is not clean. My stomach hurts when I eat it. It hurts so much. No, you have to pay me." "Yes, pay me." Shiraishi shook his head. Shiraishi could tell at a glance that this was a poor acting. And this trick was the most old-fashioned trick in Shiraishi's previous life. However, old-fashioned means classic, and classic means that it really works. Some people looked at Kikashixi-Lao with doubts. Hearing the noise, members of the patrol department came over. The leader was Mizuki. "What's going on?" "Sir, the food in Kikashixi-Lao is not clean. I got sick from eating it, but they still don't admit it. You must punish such black-hearted businessmen." Ouch. This person pretended to be in great pain. Mizuki frowned. Just when Mizuki was about to say something, suddenly, Mizuki saw Shiraishi next to him. Mizuki remembered something. Mizuki had heard Uchiha Shisu mention before that Shiraishi wanted to open a restaurant. Now Shiraishi is here. So, Kikashiro is Shiraishi's store? Mizuki immediately lost the idea of speaking for those troublemakers. The Mito clan and the Uchiha clan are both people Mizuki doesn't want to offend. But now, Mizuki works in the patrol department. So, Mizuki will naturally stand on the side of the Uchiha. Facing the troublemakers, Mizuki's face turned cold. "You said that you had a stomachache after eating the food from Kikashiro, but do you have any evidence?" "Evidence?" The troublemakers were stunned for a moment. "Of course, we had a stomachache after eating the food from Kikashiro. My friend saw it and can testify for me. This is it." As he said that, the troublemaker took out the leftovers of the free snacks he received yesterday. Mizuki looked at the people who gathered around him. "Is there anyone who ate at Juxia-Lao yesterday? Are you sure this thing is from Juxia-Lao?" A middle-aged man walked out. "Yes, it is, but I ate it, and there was no problem." Shumu looked at the troublemaker again. "Are you sure that your stomach hurts after eating this thing?" "Yes." Shumu nodded, took the thing from the troublemaker, looked at it twice, and stuffed it directly into his mouth. He chewed it twice and swallowed it. "I ate this thing. If there is really a problem, then I will have a stomachache later. If I don't have a stomachache, you are lying. Let's wait here together." Chapter 118. Who is secretly targeting Uchiha? The troublemaker's face suddenly changed. Because the problem was not with the food of Kikashiro, but with them. If Mizuki ate that thing, there would be no change at all. What should he and the others do then? However, Mizuki's idea was different from that of the troublemaker. The troublemaker knew that there was nothing wrong with the food of Kikashiro, but Mizuki didn't know. Mizuki's idea was very simple. He was now considered an Uchiha, so he naturally had to help the Uchiha people. Kikashiro was Shiraishi's property. Regardless of whether there was a problem with the food of Kikashiro, he would eat it in front of everyone. With his ability as a ninja, he could control it, even if there was a problem. In that case, he could help Kikashiro solve the problem. The troublemakers looked at each other. Run. However, Mizuki's team members reacted as soon as they took action. Catch them. Mizuki looked at them. Take them back to the patrol department and punish them according to the village regulations. Yes, Captain. Everyone started to discuss. While cursing the troublemakers, they praised Mizuki. This made Mizuki feel good, which was exactly what Mizuki had always wanted. The reputation of Kikashiro was raised again because of this incident. People who were dissatisfied with Kikashiro because of the reservation qualification immediately had a much better impression of Kikashiro. Mizuki and Shiraishi nodded and left. Mizutamanen and Utatane Koharu were furious. They spent money and hired people, but it didn't cause any bad influence on Kikashiro. The people were even arrested by the patrol department. The people in the patrol department are in cahoots with Uchiha. These people are obviously not Uchiha people, but they have joined Uchiha. Sooner or later, they will regret it. How long can Uchiha stay strong? At this time, a figure walked in. Mizuta Manin and Uchiha Koharu heard the other party's report, and their expressions eased. Soon, they smiled again. Compared to Hiruzen, Danzo is indeed better to us. It's a pity that his ability is a little worse than Hiruzen. The business hours for the day ended. Kiku went downstairs to close the door. Tamaki, Tenten, Alice, and Honda Toru all returned to the ninja tool shop. The chef was busy in the kitchen, making supper. Uchiha Shisu was coming tonight, so Shiraishi asked the chef to prepare something. Shiraishi and Uchiha Shisu sat in the lounge. Uchiha Shisu's face showed a trace of worry. Shisu, what's wrong with you? Too many things? Can't handle it? Uchiha Shisu shook his head. There are indeed a lot of things, but I can still handle it. I'm still young and energetic now. Maybe when I get older like the Hokage, I won't be able to do it. The main thing is that there have been several casualties among the family's mission ninjas in recent times. Uchiha Shisu sighed. Casualties? Yes, they are not very dangerous missions, but during the mission, accidents will happen. The casualty rate is much higher than before. Accidents or? I don't know. Shiraishi's eyes flickered. Could it be related to the Mizutaman clan and the Uchiha clan? After all, at this time, they are the only ones who have conflicts with us Uchiha, and they also have this ability. Uchiha Shisu hesitated. Not really. After all, Mizuta Manin and Uchiha Koharu are also elders of the village. It is one thing to have a conflict of interest with the Uchiha, but if they take that approach to retaliate against the Uchiha ninjas, it would be too much. In the past, Uchiha Shisu had a good impression of all the Konoha high-level officials. In Uchiha Shisu's heart, the Uchiha clan and the village are balanced. But now, the situation has changed. As the head of the Uchiha clan, leading the Uchiha people to fight for the interests that the clan should have. In this process, Uchiha Shisu felt deeply that Mizuta Manen and Uchiha Koharu were not so fair. It should have been the Uchiha's thing. It was obvious that the Uchiha was right. But the Mizutaman clan and the Uchiha clan were unreasonable. Now, Uchiha Shisu's impression of Mito En and Uchiha Koharu has changed a lot. He still respects Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shiraishi said, Shisu, you can arrange 3 or 4 people from the family to come to Kikushiro. Even ninjas can, if they are willing. The income of Kikushiro will be very good. Staying in Kikushiro will be much better than the treatment of other jobs. The business has been established, and Shiraishi doesn't mind bringing his own clan members. After all, the work is here. If it is not given to the Uchiha people, it must be given to others. Shiraishi can't arrange other ninja cats to come here to do such a meaningless thing. Uchiha Shisu's eyes lit up slightly. Okay. By the way, today, Shiraishi told Uchiha Shisu about the troublemakers encountered in Kikushiro today and Mizuki's reaction. Uchiha Shisu nodded. Mizuki is indeed not bad. On the other side, Sarutobi Sayuri returned to the residence of the Sarutobi clan. Just happened to run into Sarutobi Hiruzen who was coming back from the Hokage building. Uncle Hiruzen. Sayuri, how are you these days? Pretty good. Sarutobi Sayuri said, Izumi is very talented. He can learn as soon as he is told. It is very worry-free to teach him, and he has a good personality, much better than those problem students you told me about, Uncle Hiruzen. And his strength is improving very quickly. After a while, I think I can take Izumi to take on missions outside the village. Sarutobi Hiruzen raised his eyebrows slightly. Really? After a pause, Sarutobi Hiruzen asked again. I heard that you, Sayuri, have been very close to the Uchiha recently? Sayuri Sarutobi said as a matter of course. I'm Izumi's teacher, so I'm naturally close to the Uchiha. Izumi has a very good brother who has many cats. Now he has opened a restaurant on the commercial street. Uncle Hiruzen, I told you that the chef of this restaurant is actually a ninja cat, and his cooking skills are very good. It is simply the most delicious food I have ever eaten. The restaurants at home and outside are not comparable. Uncle Hiruzen, you can also try it. But now you have to make a reservation for Kikushiro, and the qualification for reservation is very difficult to grab. Uncle Hiruzen, if you want to go, I can take you there. I have a good relationship with Shiraishi, and I can take you through the back door. Sayuri Sarutobi patted her chest, as if to make a promise. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled. Chapter 119 Sarutobi Hiruzen, what about this person Shiraishi? That's not necessary. I don't have the time. I'm not that particular about food. Sayori Sarutobi suddenly seemed to have thought of something. Uncle Hiruzen, Shiraishi and the others should be able to deliver. Otherwise, I'll ask Kiku to come downstairs for you to deliver. The taste is really good, completely different from the food in other restaurants. Uncle Hiruzen, you're so busy, and you don't lack money. Eating something delicious will give you more energy, and work will be smoother, right? It's decided. I'll pack a portion for you tomorrow. This time, Hiruzen Sarutobi didn't refuse directly, because she felt that what Sayori Sarutobi said seemed to make sense. The next day, Sayori Sarutobi came to Tamaki and the cat, found Shiraishi, and made her request. No problem. Shiraishi would naturally not refuse. By letting Hiruzen Sarutobi eat Alice's food, Shiraishi found an opportunity to contact Hiruzen Sarutobi, and could see Hiruzen Sarutobi's inner thoughts through Violet. This would be beneficial for Uchiha. Soon, Shiraishi asked Alice to get ready. After Sayori Sarutobi left, several Uchiha came to Tamaki and Mao. They were all young women. Mr. Shiraishi, the clan leader, asked us to come here. Shiraishi looked at the few people, nodded, and said, I don't know how much Shizu has said to you, but what I need is someone who can serve as a waiter at Kikushiro. The requirements are higher than those of ordinary waiters. The attitude must be good, must be enthusiastic, must not conflict with customers, and must be observant. In addition, the work of a waiter is boring, so you need someone who can be patient. But the salary will be much higher. If you are interested, you can stay and try. Starting today, there will be a 1-month observation period. After passing the observation period, you can become a formal member of Kikushiro. But there will be benefits during the observation period, so you can rest assured about this. The people opposite looked at each other. When one person heard about the waiter job, she directly chose to quit. This was not what she wanted. Shiraishi understood this, and did not stop her. But the remaining few people decided to give it a try. Sayori Sarutobi brought the food to the Hokage building, to the door of the Hokage's office. Bang, 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 who? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked up at the door. Uncle Hiruzen, it's me. Come in. Sarutobi Sayori pushed the door open and walked in. A burst of food aroma followed, and Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't help but sniff, and his eyes fell on the food box that Sarutobi Sayori was carrying, with a hint of anticipation. Uncle Hiruzen, this is Alice's food. Sarutobi Sayori put the food box on the table and opened it. Uncle Hiruzen, eat it while it's hot. These dishes have been in the food box for a while, and the taste is not as good as in the store, but it should be pretty good. If you delay it any longer, it may get worse. Sarutobi Hiruzen picked up the chopsticks, and suddenly thought of something, and hesitated a little. Sayori, have you told Shiraishi that this is for me? Yes, Uncle Hiruzen, what's wrong? No, nothing. You've worked hard on this trip. There's water there. You can drink some. Okay, Uncle Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen took advantage of the moment when Sayori Sarutobi turned around and took out something. He was relieved when he saw the content on it. Sarutobi Hiruzen was very careful. After all, Shiraishi was an Uchiha, and he really accepted the existence of Uchiha only recently. Even so, there is still a faction that is opposed to Uchiha Shisu. Sarutobi Hiruzen can't guarantee that all Uchiha have a good impression of him. Maybe someone has a grudge against him. Take advantage of this opportunity to poison yourself. You are already old. Once you are poisoned, even if you detoxify in time, it will not be so easy to recover. It's not like before. It was not until the test that confirmed that there was no problem that Sarutobi Hiruzen was relieved. Pick up the chopsticks, pick up a piece of meat, and put it into your mouth. This taste. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at the food box, and only 2 words came to his mind. Amazing. Sarutobi Sayori asked with a smile. Uncle Hiruzen, am I right? Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. It's really good. He didn't have much appetite, but facing such food, Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't help but move faster. Not long after, he ate all the food in the food box. After eating, Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that he was much more energetic. Sarutobi Hiruzen thought in his heart, the food of this Kikushiro is really special, and it is more delicious than all other food. If I can eat such food every day, my mood and physical condition will be much better. I can stick to the position of Hokage for a few more years. Pave a better way for Shinosuke. Besides, eating such delicious food is really a kind of enjoyment. But I don't know if Shiraishi is trustworthy. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Sarutobi Sayuri. Then Uncle Hiruzen, do you want to make a reservation? Sayuri, do you really want me to make a reservation? Because it's a good thing for you, Uncle Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen hesitated for a moment and said, I'll think about it. Sayuri, you go and do your own thing first. Okay. Not long after Sayuri Sarutobi left, Sarutobi Hiruzen gestured to the window. A figure entered. It was an Anbu ninja. Hokage-sama. Ask Shisu to come to my place. Yes. Soon, Uchiha Shisu arrived at the Hokage building. Hokage-sama. Shisu, I haven't seen you for a long time. How do you feel about becoming the head of the Uchiha clan? A bit busy. Uchiha Shisu said. Now I understand how hard you work, Hokage-sama. I'm only the head of the Uchiha clan, and you, Hokage-sama, manage the entire Konoha. I heard that someone from your Uchiha clan opened a restaurant on the commercial street. The food is delicious. Yes, it's Kikushiro. However, the restaurant is not opened by one of us Uchiha, but a ninja cat. It's just that this ninja cat has a good relationship with one of our Uchiha members, Shiraishi. Uchiha Shisu introduced. Hokage-sama, is there anything I can do for you? Sarutobi Hiruzen said. What do you think of Shiraishi? Shiraishi is very good. As a ninja, his talent is a little lacking, but he has a good character and is very smart. Otherwise, he would not be valued by the cat lady. Chapter 120 Obtaining information about Sarutobi Hiruzen. It must be good to get your approval, Shisu. By the way, Shisu, I want to discuss something with your friend. I wonder if it would be convenient for you to bring him over. Sarutobi Hiruzen asked. Uchiha Shisu was stunned for a moment. Hokage-sama wants to find Shiraishi? Well, Sayuri brought me some dishes from Kikushiro before. I tasted them, and they tasted good, so I plan to place a long-term order from Kikushiro. I want to discuss it with Shiraishi and the ninja cats at Kikushiro. Uchiha Shisu hesitated for a moment. Okay, I'll bring Shiraishi over now. No hurry, no hurry. Shisu, you still have a lot of work to do, right? No urgent work today. Uchiha Shisu said. Hokage-sama, I'll go over now. Okay, go ahead. Soon, Uchiha Shisu came to Tamaki and the cat. Shiraishi. Shisu, what's the matter? Uchiha Shisu repeated his purpose. Shiraishi's brows moved slightly and looked in the direction of the Hokage building. Shiraishi, is there any problem? If not, I will go and explain to the Hokage. Shiraishi shook his head. No problem, let's go. Okay. The two came to the Hokage building and reported first. After getting the confirmation from Sarutobi Hiruzen, the guarding ninja at the door allowed Shiraishi and Uchiha Shisu to go upstairs. Two figures followed behind Shiraishi. They were Alice and Violet. Shiraishi originally wanted to bring only Violet. Shiraishi wanted to see Sarutobi Hiruzen's true thoughts through Violet's ability. However, bringing Violet alone would be particularly strange. Therefore, Shiraishi brought Alice with him. Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked up and looked at Shiraishi. Are you Uchiha Shiraishi? Yes, Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned his gaze to Shiraishi's side again. Shiraishi took the initiative to introduce. Hokage-sama, this is Alice, the chef of Kikushiro, and this is Violet, Alice's partner. Kikushiro is the business of the ninja cats. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. I've tasted Kikushiro's food, it's really good. So I want to order food from Kikushiro for a long time, but I heard that Kikushiro seems to have a predetermined rule. I wonder if it's convenient for me to do so. Shiraishi said, of course it's convenient. It's lucky for Kikushiro that Hokage-sama likes our food. In this way, no one will dare to come to Kikushiro to make trouble. Sarutobi Hiruzen caught Shiraishi's key words. Making trouble? Uchiha Shisu explained. Several people said they had stomach aches after eating the food from Kikushiro and wanted to make trouble, but the matter has been handled by the patrol department. The captain of the patrol department, Mizuki, took out the food that the troublemaker said was problematic and ate it in front of the troublemaker, but he didn't have any adverse reactions. Seeing that the matter was exposed, these people wanted to run away, but they were caught by the patrol department. Currently, they are being punished according to the village regulations. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. Well done, Shisu. Your reform of the guard department is really good for the village. Now the order of the whole village seems to be much better than before. This is all your credit. Uchiha Shisu did not take credit for it. Thanks to the village regulations led by the Hokage. Sarutobi looked at Shiraishi again. Okay, then it's settled. Starting from today, no, tomorrow, Kikushixia will prepare a lunch and dinner for me. I will send someone to Kikushixia to pick them up. Does Hokage-sama have any dietary restrictions? No, anything is fine. Okay, then I'll let Alice start tomorrow. Then I'll trouble you. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled and said, sorry, because of my personal appetite, I made you come here, and I won't waste your time anymore. Shiraishi naturally understood what Sarutobi Hiruzen meant. Hokage-sama, we'll go back first. Hello. One person and two cats walked out of the Hokage building and headed towards Kikushixia. Sarutobi Hiruzen withdrew his gaze. Shisu, your clan is pretty good, but what about the Ninja Cat clan now? To answer the Hokage, the Ninja Cat clan has always had a cooperative relationship with the Uchiha clan, but the Ninja Cat clan is not as close to the Uchiha clan as the Inuzuka family's ninja dogs. Now, the Ninja Cat clan has this idea. Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned. In other words, join Konoha. Uchiha Shisu nodded. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes flickered. If they simply joined Konoha, Sarutobi Hiruzen would naturally welcome it, as it would enhance Konoha's overall strength. The value of the Ninja Cat clan definitely exists. But if they joined Konoha in the way of joining the Uchiha clan, then it would more likely enhance the strength of the Uchiha clan. Sarutobi Hiruzen was worried that this would cause the situation that should have been under his control to become unbalanced. But Uchiha Shisu could only answer this way. The number of ninja cats will increase. Compared to being discovered later, it is better to take the initiative to speak out now. In this way, Sarutobi Hiruzen will be less suspicious and will not be so afraid. What abilities do these ninja cats have? Sarutobi Hiruzen asked calmly. Some ninja cats have the strength of ninjas, and some are good at life-type skills, but most ninja cats are just a little stronger than ordinary stray cats. Uchiha Shisu didn't know much about ninja cats. The only one who had revealed his strength in front of Uchiha Shisu was Mako Hirako. Therefore, in Uchiha Shisu's opinion, most ninja cats are not strong enough. For example, those ninja cats in the ninja tool shop can only meow to ask for food. Such ninja cats are the majority. And Mako Hirako, in Uchiha Shisu's opinion, is the one that the cat lady can arrange for Shiraishi to protect Shiraishi. There is only one. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. If it is a ninja cat, it still needs to be registered in the village, just like the ninja dogs of the Inuzuka clan. This will make it easier for the village to manage. It will also be more convenient for those ninja cats. Uchiha Shisu agreed. Yes, Hokage. Watching Uchiha Shisu leave, Sarutobi Hiruzen gestured outside. An Anbu ninja walked in. Go investigate the situation of the ninja cats. Yes, Hokage. The first thing Shiraishi did when he returned to the ninja tool shop was to go into a separate room with Violet. Violet, how is it? Did you see any useful information? Chapter 121. Let's put the blame on Danzo Shimura. Violet spoke slowly. Sir, Sarutobi Hiruzen still doesn't trust the Uchiha clan, but he feels that the situation is under his control. Under the current circumstances, the Inoshikacho, Mitaman clan, and Yuta Northeast clan are strong. Sarutobi Hiruzen hopes to use the Uchiha clan to consume them. Shiraishi nodded. Shiraishi knew all this. He could analyze it through the situation in the village and the information passed by Uchiha Shisu. It was for this reason that Shiraishi asked Uchiha Itachi to lead the people of Uchiha Fugaku to fight against Uchiha Shisu. A divided Uchiha can make Sarutobi Hiruzen feel at ease. Violet continued, there is another thing that Sarutobi Hiruzen cares about a lot. He has thought about it many times in his heart. His eldest son, Sarutobi Shinosuke, is about to return to Konoha. Now he has entered the territory of the Land of Fire. In the Sandstone City, Shiraishi's heart moved. In the original plot, Sarutobi Shinosuke did not appear, and even his name was not explained. There were only a few simple identities explained. Konohamaru's father, Sarutobi Hiruzen's son. Konohamaru has never seen his father since he was born. He has no impression at all. According to the time calculation, Konohamaru is just born now. In other words, Sarutobi Shinosuke may not be able to return to Konoha alive this time. The reason is simple. The situation in Konoha is stable. Once Sarutobi Shinosuke returns to Konoha, it will be difficult for anyone to attack Sarutobi Shinosuke. It is extremely difficult to kill Sarutobi Shinosuke. There will be a large number of Anbu ninjas in the dark to protect Sarutobi Shinosuke. Not to mention Sarutobi Hiruzen himself. Sarutobi Hiruzen's strength is not very strong, but it is not weak either. Moreover, this time Sarutobi Shinosuke returns, it stands to reason that he will not go out in a short period of time. Sarutobi Hiruzen had previously hidden Sarutobi Shinosuke's whereabouts, which must have been to protect Sarutobi Shinosuke. When Sarutobi Shinosuke's whereabouts are exposed, he will not be allowed to go out easily. In addition, as a father, when Konohamaru was about to be born, or was born not long ago, Sarutobi Shinosuke would not go out, but would stay by his wife and children's side. Therefore, if Sarutobi Shinosuke died, then, most likely, he died before returning to Konoha this time. Shiraishi's eyes flickered. An idea quietly emerged in Shiraishi's mind. Kurapika, come in. Sir. Kurapika walked in. Shiraishi looked at Kurapika and Violet. Kurapika, Violet, there is a very important mission that you need to complete. Please speak, sir. Shiraishi said. Sarutobi Hiruzen's son, Sarutobi Shinosuke, is about to return to Konoha. He is now in Sandstone Castle. According to my estimation, Sarutobi Shinosuke is likely to die on the way back to Konoha. I need you to find them. After he is killed, make arrangements and put the blame on Danzo Shimura. Violet, you and Kajero have dealt with the Root Ninjas before. You know about the Root Ninjas and Shimura Danzo. You can put the blame on Danzo, right? Shiraishi did not explain why he knew that Sarutobi Shinosuke might die. Shiraishi did not need to explain to the ninja cat. Violet nodded. Sir, I can. Kurapika hesitated. Sir, if Sarutobi Shinosuke is not dead, what should we do? Should we kill Sarutobi Shinosuke and put the blame on Danzo Shimura? Or do nothing? Shiraishi thought for a while. No need to do anything. Kurapika's suggestion was somewhat attractive, but the more you do, the greater the possibility of being exposed. Since it is certain that Sarutobi Shinosuke will die, if he doesn't die this time, it will be the same when Sarutobi Shinosuke is really going to die next time, and then blame it on Shimura Danzo. This way, the benefits are the highest and the risks are the lowest. Yes, sir. But, sir, Violet and I are gone. What should I do about your safety? Kurapika said with some concern. Shiraishi smiled. My safety is fine. At worst, I can call Mako over, and there is Shinsuke here, plus I'm now special Jonin level. No need to worry. Without further delay, you go now. Kurapika and Violet looked at each other. Yes, sir. The two cats did not need to do anything to clean up, and directly pretended to be ordinary ninja cats and left Konoha. No one discovered it. Violet's ability is really useful. Some Anbu ninjas came to the vicinity of Tamaki and the cats, while others appeared around the Uchiha station, observing the ninja cats, following the orders of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen sat in the Hokage's office, looking at the scenery outside the window and drinking tea, feeling very contented. Sarutobi Hiruzen was very satisfied with his own arrangements and plans. But what Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't know was that the most critical part of his plan was about to go wrong. Once Sarutobi Shinosuke died, Sarutobi Hiruzen's plan would collapse directly. Compared to Sarutobi Shinosuke, Asuma's talent and character were not as good. If Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to train Asuma to the point where he could succeed the Hokage, it would be much more difficult. It would take a lot more time. It might not even succeed. It can be said that as long as Sarutobi Shinosuke died, it would be a huge blow to Sarutobi Hiruzen. Then, Sarutobi Hiruzen would inevitably retaliate against the murderer. In the original plot, Shiraishi did not see the relevant plot. But now, regardless of whether Danzo did it or not, Shiraishi wants to put the blame on Danzo. As for the Uchiha incident, Shiraishi cannot be sure whether Sarutobi Hiruzen is really that bad, but there is no doubt that Danzo is the enemy of Uchiha. It was Danzo who attacked Uchiha Shisu. It was Danzo who gave the direct order to Uchiha Itachi, and the Sharingan embedded in Danzo's arm. He called Uchiha evil. Shiraishi has no psychological burden to put the blame on Danzo. If successful, it will not only be a revenge on Danzo, but also create an opportunity for Uchiha to rise. The civil war in Konoha will give Uchiha more opportunities. Kurapika and Violet left. Shiraishi walked out of the room and came in front of Tamaki and the cat. A ninja walked in. Tenten and Tamaki immediately went up to greet him. Now that Kiku has his own employees downstairs, they no longer need the help of the two. The words floating above Tenten's head attracted Shiraishi's attention. 90. Right square bracket. Chapter 122, Zyokyo, Meet the Adults. It is detected that Tenten's favorability has reached 90 points. Do you want to collect it? Collect. Collected successfully. Do you want to make a request? No. A hint of joy appeared on Shiraishi's face. Tenten's favorability has finally reached 90 points. I wonder who will respond to me. Shiraishi analyzed Tenten's personality and fighting style in his mind. From one aspect alone, there are many characters who are similar to Tenten. But considering many aspects, there are very few characters who are similar to Tenten. Shiraishi entered the warehouse and took out the ninja tools needed by the customers. Tenten, Tamaki, I'll go back to the main store of the ninja tool store to buy some ninja tools. I'll leave the store to you. Okay, brother Shiraishi. Not long after, Shiraishi returned to the Uchiha's residence. An Anbu ninja followed Shiraishi, stopped, and watched Shiraishi walk in. Mr. Shiraishi. Happy jumped down from the table. Hobby, how is business today? Same as before. Will you feel lonely running the store alone? No, it's good. I'm not used to more people. Okay, if you think it's okay, then go ahead. If you need more manpower, tell me anytime. I can recruit a clerk from Uchiha, or hire another ninja cat. Okay, Mr. Shiraishi. I'll come over to replenish some ninja tools, and take a look at the ninja cats. Hobby, you just stay in the front. Don't worry about me. Yes, Mr. Shiraishi. Shiraishi came to the back, holding some snacks, attracting many ninja cats. He turned his head and looked in the direction of Hobby. Even if the door was closed, Shiraishi still needed to ensure an extra layer of safety. At the same time, he also observed the situation around him to make sure there was no problem. Request. You sent a request to the heavens and the worlds. In the vast universe, countless eyes looked over, and a being named Zyokyo responded to your request. You received a B-level response. Shiraishi was stunned. Zyokyo? This responder was not expected by Beishi, and was not among the people Beishi had guessed before. Moreover, there are many versions of Zyokyo. Zyokyo of the Three Kingdoms? Washang Zyokyo? Or, suddenly, Beishi thought of a Zyokyo, who had a bun, wore a pink cheongsam, and held a huge fan as a weapon, from the world of King of Glory. The King Zyokyo was born in the Jiangdan magic family. Being a twin meant misfortune in that place, so she was sent to a place outside the family at a very young age. But she has a very strong talent. She is innocent, optimistic, and compassionate. A white ball of light appeared in Beishi's hand. Beishi threw the ball of light to the ninja cats. A white cat caught it. The light enveloped the white cat. Not long after, the white cat broke out of the cocoon, stood upright in human form, and the clothes on his body were a bit like high school uniforms. After coming in front of Beishi, he slightly bent his knees and saluted. Zyokyo greets the adults. Beishi looked at Zyokyo, wearing red clothes, with two small balls on his head as decorations, and a fan on his waist. The whole cat looks lively. Some words floated next to Zyokyo. Name, Zyokyo. Cat, gender, female. Strength, special jonin. Weapon, whirling fan. Ability, starry sky. The strength of a special jonin is to use a fan as a weapon to attack. Starry sky, in the king's world, is to summon meteors falling from the sky to attack, but Zyokyo's current strength is definitely not. In the world of Naruto, summoning meteors is not an ordinary attack. The heavens shock star of the Rinnegan is just to summon meteorites. To be honest, it has actually exceeded the concept of the cage level. Zyokairo's overall strength is only at the level of a special jonin. You successfully trained a ninja cat and received a reward. You received a protective gear. The next moment, a piece of clothing appeared in front of Beishi. Gold and blue alternate, emitting a faint light. When Beishi saw this familiar appearance, a guess emerged in his mind, and his eyes couldn't help but light up. Reach out and touch. A burst of information suddenly entered Beishi's mind. The protection of the sage. After death, you can be resurrected on the spot and restore a small amount of life. After using it twice, it will become the original relic. Beishi showed a surprised expression. It is indeed the armor of the sage. It is simply a divine weapon. It can be resurrected. This value is too great. Even if it can only be used twice, it is not comparable to other props. Beishi didn't hesitate and put on the sage armor directly. It fits very well. It emits a faint coolness. The light converges, and it looks no different from ordinary clothes. Only Beishi knows the extraordinariness of this clothes. Zyokaro, come with me. Yes, sir. Beishi took Zyokaro and went in the direction of Huan and Mao. As he walked, Beishi was thinking about a question. That is, the question of reward. There is no doubt about the enhanced ninja cats. The higher the talent of the owner of the favorability, the stronger the response to the request, and the stronger the initial strength of the enhanced ninja cat. The ninja cats corresponding to Ayame, Takuma, and Tamaki are all genin. The ninja cats corresponding to Hinata and Tenten are special jonin. The ninja cats corresponding to Uchiha Raizumi and Uchiha Yashiro are jonin. The ninja cat corresponding to Uchiha Shisu is elite jonin. The ninja cat corresponding to Uchiha Sasuke's cage level. However, the rewards are not like this. With the appearance of Alice, Shiraishi obtained the Tongue of God. With the appearance of Zyodonjia, Shiraishi obtained Super Sense of Smell. With the appearance of Peiko Mako, Shiraishi was enhanced once. With the appearance of Kojiro and Takasuji Shinsuke, Shiraishi was also enhanced once. With the appearance of Kurapika, Shiraishi was enhanced once, as well as the Dark Sonata. However, with the appearance of Violet, Shiraishi obtained the Operation Fruit. With the appearance of Zyokaro, Shiraishi obtained the Sage's Armor. In terms of value, these two are definitely many times higher than a single enhancement. Could it be because the enhancement is applied to myself, while the Operation Fruit and the Sage's Armor are external items? Based on the current situation, Shiraishi felt that this possibility was very high. Shiraishi showed a strange expression. Then it's still my talent that is holding me back. No, it should be the system that is holding me back, which is why it is so difficult to make up for it now. The Enbu ninja saw Shiraishi coming out and noticed the ninja cat behind him. But there are more than just Zyokaido. Therefore, the Enbu ninja didn't think it was strange. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 123 Fugaku. I hope it will be of some use to my family. Shiraishi brought Zyokaro back to Tamaki and the cats. Some ninja cats dispersed on the spot. Some ninja cats entered Tamaki and the cats and asked for snacks from Tamaki and Tenten. Shiraishi brought Zyokaro inside. Everyone come here. Let me introduce you to our new companion, Zyokaro. Alice, Zyodonjia, Takasuji Shinsuke, Honda Toru. There are only 4 ninja cats present. Then, Shiraishi introduced Alice and other ninja cats to Zyokaro. With Zyokairo's personality, it is not difficult to integrate into a new group. Just like Tenten can integrate well into Tamaki and the cats. Shiraishi is still satisfied with Tenten's favorability. Zyokairo's strength can only be said to be average. She is just a special jonin, and she is not among the top among Shiraishi's ninja cats. However, Shiraishi got a good reward. A piece of Sage's armor is too valuable. This is a jonin. No, it can't be exchanged for several jonin. Hokage building. An Anbu ninja walked in. Hokage-sama. How is it? Hokage-sama. Nothing unusual was found. Keep observing. Yes, Hokage-sama. The ninja cats dispersed, and Shiraishi looked at Takasuji Shinsuke who had not left. Takasugi Shinsuke seemed to have something to say. Shinsuke, how is Uchiha Fugaku? My lord, Uchiha Fugaku seems to be much more stable than before. In addition, he told me that he has something to say to you, sir, and hopes to meet you. Do you have something to say to me? Yes. I'll go and take a look. Shinsuke, you stay outside. Yes, sir. Shiraishi entered the secret room. Fugaku-senpai. Shiraishi. Uchiha Fugaku looked in Shiraishi's direction. There were no eyeballs, only 2 empty holes. However, one could sense Shiraishi's position by listening to the sound. Can you tell me about the recent situation of Uchiha? Didn't I tell you about it last time, Senior Fugaku? I want to hear about the latest news. Senior Fugaku, do you think Shisu's strategy might fail? Uchiha Fugaku didn't say anything, but he guessed that was what he meant. Shiraishi said, the situation of Uchiha is getting better and better now. The Mitaman clan and the Uchiha clan have not gained an advantage when facing us Uchiha. Shisu's strategy is successful. The lives of Uchiha people are much better than before. In addition, my ninja tool shop is also operating normally. I also opened a restaurant next door, called Kikushiro, which is doing very well, and is in short supply. I also got a long-term reservation from Sarutobi Hirozen for 2 meals a day. Now Tamaki and the cat, Kikushiro, are like a symbolic existence for Uchiha. The long-term discord between Uchiha and Konoha's top leaders has made many Uchiha people feel uncertain. However, after seeing Tamaki and the cat, Kikushiro, they are all operating normally. A large number of ninjas entered Tamaki and the cat. More people entered the Kikushiro. The Uchiha people could rest assured. Uchiha Fugaku was silent for a long time. Even the Hokage eats the food of Kikushiro and has made a long-term reservation. Is it that easy to make the Hokage trust the Uchiha? And as long as the Hokage trusts the Uchiha's bad situation will change? Before, I was wrong. The current situation of the Uchiha made Uchiha Fugaku a little autistic. In the early years, Uchiha Fugaku was also ambitious and wanted to change the Uchiha's bad situation in Konoha, but after several setbacks, Uchiha Fugaku backed down. Facing the pressure from the Konoha high-level officials, Uchiha Fugaku kept giving in. Uchiha Fugaku felt that the Uchiha could only retreat. At the same time, Uchiha Fugaku comforted himself in his heart. No matter what, the Uchiha clan is one of the founders of Konoha. At most, they will lose some interests. In the future, the Uchiha still has a chance to rise. It's just this opportunity that needs to be waited for. Uchiha Fugaku thought that Sarutobi Hiruzen, Mitokado En, Uchiha Koharu, and Shimura Danzo were all united. But now it seems that this is not the case. No matter how good their relationship is, no matter how long their alliance has been, they also have their own interests. Shiraishi, can you guarantee that everything you said is true? Of course. Shiraishi looked at Uchiha Fugaku and said, Fugaku-senpai, do you think it is necessary for me to lie to you now? Is there anything about you that is worth my plotting against? If it weren't for the fact that you are a member of the Uchiha clan, you would not be alive until now. You know, Itachi's idea at that time was not just to imprison you. We want to kill you, and we don't need to worry about Itachi's disagreement. Uchiha Fugaku was silent again, but this time, the time was a little shorter. Shiraishi, is there anything I can do for the family? If the facts are really as you said, then I was wrong. I made a big mistake in my position as the clan leader. I did a terrible job. I deserve this fate now. Uchiha Fugaku said, I even need to thank you. Otherwise, the entire Uchiha would be dragged into the abyss by me. Therefore, I want to do something to make up for the family. Shiraishi shook his head. Senior Fugaku, I don't know whether what you said at this moment is true or false, but even if what you said is true, there is nothing you can do for the family. To the outside world, you have disappeared. Suddenly appearing will inevitably interfere with the current situation of Uchiha. Maybe it will affect Sarutobi Hiruzen's trust in Shisu. In addition, your ability and strength are not enough to do anything for the family. Uchiha Fugaku's face was a little ugly. Am I so useless in your eyes, Shiraishi? It seems that you and Shisu have been dissatisfied with me for a long time, but this is reasonable. Even my own son is dissatisfied with me. But, I should still be of some use. Uchiha Fugaku said, in addition to fire escape and Sharingan illusion, I actually know a little medical ninjutsu. Last time Itachi was injured, before the family medical ninja came, I was the first to stabilize Itachi's condition. Not good enough, just because I didn't spend time on it. But if I'm given time, I should be able to improve my medical ninjutsu to a decent level. Shiraishi raised his eyebrows, a little surprised. It's not a strange thing for an Uchiha to know medical ninjutsu. Uchiha is famous for its yin attribute chakra, but it doesn't mean that it has no yang attribute chakra. However, Uchiha Fugaku said that he has a good talent for medical ninjutsu, which is completely beyond Shiraishi's expectations. Chapter 124. Let Uchiha Fugaku eat the surgery fruit. But, given your current situation, it is not appropriate for you to appear in front of outsiders. But since you are good at medical ninjutsu, you can do research in the secret room to improve your medical ninjutsu ability. An idea flashed through Shiraishi's mind. That is, should he make a deal with Uchiha Fugaku and give the operation fruit to Uchiha Fugaku and wait for Uchiha Fugaku to develop the operation fruit and then use the immortality operation on himself? Before this, Shiraishi actually had a candidate in mind. That is Kabuto Yakushi. Because of Kurapika's existence, Shiraishi already had a way to restrict the other party from not abiding by the agreement. However, if you want to develop the operation fruit well, ordinary people will definitely not be able to do it. According to the theory, people who are good at medical ninjutsu will have a greater chance. For example, Tsunade, Sakura, and Kabuto Yakushi. Among these three people, Shiraishi has the greatest chance of persuading Kabuto Yakushi. Tsunade's wishes to revive her brother and her first love. Shiraishi knows the means of resurrection. However, what Tsunade wants is definitely not to die after resurrecting her brother and first love. Sakura has no wishes now. When she goes to ninja school and meets Uchiha Sasuke, she will become Uchiha Sasuke's lick dog. But what Sakura wants is to be with Uchiha Sasuke, not to die for Uchiha Sasuke. Only Kabuto Yakushi. In Shimura Danzo's design, he and Nono Yakushi will kill each other, but this is not what Kabuto Yakushi wants. Therefore, after learning the truth of the matter, Kabuto Yakushi hates Danzo very much. In the original plot, it was Orochimaru who told Kabuto Yakushi the truth. Therefore, Kabuto Yakushi is still somewhat loyal to Orochimaru. However, Shiraishi can intercept. Tell Kabuto Yakushi the truth first, then you can get Kabuto Yakushi's gratitude, and at the same time, promise to help Kabuto Yakushi take revenge on Danzo. The possibility of reaching a deal with Kabuto Yakushi is very high. Give the operation fruit to Kabuto Yakushi. Use Kurapika's ability to set rules for Kabuto Yakushi. But, in that case, Shiraishi will have to wait a long time. The time when Kabuto Yakushi and Nono Yakushi killed each other was after the night of the Uchiha clan extermination. Moreover, because of Shiraishi's appearance, the situation in Konoha has changed dramatically. Shiraishi is not sure whether the things that happened between Kabuto Yakushi and Nono Yakushi will continue to happen. List Kabuto Yakushi and Uchiha Fugaku as one of the candidates. If Uchiha Fugaku himself is willing. After all, he is a member of the Uchiha clan. Shiraishi does not like Uchiha Fugaku and thinks that Uchiha Fugaku is not qualified as the clan leader, but he will not deliberately design to make Uchiha Fugaku accept his deal. Leave the secret room and return to the ninja tool shop. Shiraishi looks at the door. Lunchtime. The guests of Kaku's downstairs have arrived early. Line up in an orderly manner and enter. Shiraishi looks at those people. Most of them were dressed in fancy clothes, but they were mostly ordinary people, either wealthy businessmen or Fire Nation nobles who happened to come to Konoha, and a small number of ninjas. After all, ninjas are usually busier. Moreover, there are more ordinary people. The entire Konoha has a total of hundreds of thousands of permanent residents, and there are also many floating populations. But the number of ninjas is actually only tens of thousands. A figure that Shiraishi was somewhat familiar with entered Shiraishi's sight. A somewhat large figure. A Kimichi Choji. Shiraishi looked at the figure next to a Kimichi Choji again. It was like a proportional miniature version. If I'm right, this should be a Kimichi Choji. About the same age as Tamaki. A Kimichi Choji didn't notice Shiraishi's sight and just lined up quietly. Akimichi Choji came here because he is simply interested in food. The people of the Akimichi clan are all foodies, there is no doubt about that. Barbecue, ramen. Not only do they eat a lot, but they also pursue taste. Usually, they often hold snacks when it is not meal time. Shiraishi suddenly thought of misunderstanding he had made before. Because the Akimichi clan was fat, he thought that the pig in the Inoshikacho clan was the Akimichi clan, but in fact, the Akimichi clan was the butterfly, and the Yamanaka clan was the pig. Eating a lot and getting fat was related to the Akimichi clan's secret technique. Eating a lot at ordinary times stored energy. When it was time to fight, all the energy could be burst out. Even the body size would shrink at that time. This situation was a bit like the transformation from a cocoon to a butterfly. Or maybe they came to find out about the situation? Shiraishi thought that it might be both. The current changes of the Uchiha clan must have exceeded many people's expectations. For example, Mitokado En and Utatane Koharu. These two people neither knew Sarutobi Hiruzen's true thoughts, nor expected that the Uchiha clan would change so much. Uchiha Fugaku said he was missing, and he was missing. The high-ranking Uchiha Shizu was different from the previous Uchiha clan. He was not weak, and he could gain the trust of Sarutobi Hiruzen. The Inoshikacho clan must also be concerned about the current situation of the Uchiha clan. After all, Konoha's interests are limited. The Sarutobi clan occupies the largest part. The rest are the second echelon composed of multiple forces. Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to suppress the current second echelon and let the Uchiha, who was previously targeted, and in the third or even fourth echelon, fight for the interests of the second echelon, which will also affect the Inoshikacho. No matter how smart the people of the Nara clan are, they are useless without intelligence. A Uchiha woman walked out. It was one of the waiters of Kikushiksi Alao. Akimichi Choza and Akimichi Choji heard their numbers and walked in quickly. Shiraishi retracted his gaze. Based on the current situation, if you want to find a suitable person to improve your favorability, you can only wait patiently. It is not suitable to take the initiative to contact those people. At present, Shiraishi is in the process of improving his favorability, and there are only two left. One is Sarutobi Sayuri. With the opening of Kikushiksi Alao, Shiraishi has contacted more often. The food route and the cat route are both taken at the same time. Now, Shiraishi has improved Sarutobi Sayuri's favorability to 68 points. The other thing is that Uchiha's favorability is 79 points. After the last time, Uchiha Itachi's favorability has not increased. If Sarutobi Shinosuke really died this time, and the blame can be put on Danzo, then I can be more proactive. But fortunately, Uchiha Fugaku can also be considered as one of the options now. Chapter 125. Sarutobi Shinosuke is in front. In Shiraishi's opinion, the previous Uchiha Fugaku was basically hopeless. But now, the situation has changed. After being defeated, after being imprisoned, after being seriously injured by his own son, after seeing that the Uchiha, who he did not lead well, was getting better and better under the leadership of Uchiha Shisu. Such a big change can make a person change. Shiraishi saw the change in Uchiha Fugaku. This can be seen from the favorability above Uchiha Fugaku's head. After suffering a heavy blow, being imprisoned, losing the lofty position of clan leader, and falling into prisoner, Uchiha Fugaku's favorability towards Shiraishi dropped to the extreme. And now, it has recovered to the level of more than 30. Shiraishi feels that, if he can operate well, and raise Uchiha Fugaku's favorability to 90 points or more, it should not be completely hopeless. Uchiha Fugaku can awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan, so his talent is not bad. Using Uchiha Fugaku's favorability to make a request, get a response, and strengthen the Ninja Cat, I think the initial strength of the Ninja Cat should be able to reach the level of an elite Jonin. On the other side, Violet stopped. What's wrong? Kurapika looked at Violet. I saw it. Sarutobi Shinosuke. Yes. Violet nodded and said, he looks the same as the portrait that the adults showed me. Sarutobi Shinosuke. The real prince of Konoha. Before being specially arranged by Sarutobi Hiruzen to leave Konoha and hide his tracks, he was a very well-known existence in Konoha. Not only ninjas, but also ordinary people knew Sarutobi Shinosuke. After all, he is the son of the Hokage. It is not difficult for Shiraishi to get the portrait of Sarutobi Shinosuke. But they seem to be in some trouble now. Someone attacked them? Yes. Then it seems that the intelligence you got is correct. Sarutobi Shinosuke will indeed be attacked on his way back to Konoha. I just don't know if he will be killed. Kurapika looked in the direction Violet was looking. Violet, can we get closer? We can get closer by 200 meters. If we get closer, there is a possibility of being discovered. Okay, then let's get closer by 200 meters. The two cats hid their figures. Violet whispered to Kurapika about the information she had seen. There are 3 people on Sarutobi Shinosuke's side. One is Sarutobi Shinosuke, the other woman is pregnant and looks like Sarutobi Shinosuke's wife, and there is a middle-aged man wearing a Konoha forehead protector. There are more than a dozen people attacking them, and they are all very strong. In addition to these dozen people, there are many people nearby, but they did not attack, but observed the situation around them. It is likely that they do not want this to be seen by others. In addition, they also set up traps. Kurapika's eyes flickered. So, this is a dead-end situation? Sarutobi Shinosuke's face was very ugly. The attackers were very strong. The situation of the 3 of them was extremely bad. It would be very difficult to leave alive. And more importantly, only the Saruman clan, the Enbu ninja, and his father knew that he was going back to Konoha this time. No one else knew. The Saruman clan could not leak the secret. As summoned beasts, the Saruman clan would not betray the Sarutobi clan. Sarutobi Shinosuke knew that his father would not betray him either. Then, the only ones left are the Enbu ninja. Someone betrayed? Who? What's the purpose? How is my father? It's not easy for an Enbu ninja to betray. As we all know, Enbu ninjas are directly under the Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. The loyalty of Enbu ninjas to the Hokage has been tested. Those who are not trusted are not qualified to enter the Enbu. But now, there is a betrayer in the Enbu. Sarutobi Shinosuke is worried that something has happened in the village. What happened to his father? Shinosuke, don't be distracted. The middle-aged man reminded loudly and came to support Sarutobi Shinosuke, but this revealed his flaws. Puff. A kunai pierced into the middle-aged man's body. The middle-aged man's face changed. Sarutobi Shinosuke came back to his senses. What's wrong? The hidden weapons used by these people are poisonous. The middle-aged man felt the changes in his body. It's still poisonous. I can't do it anymore. After that, the middle-aged man gritted his teeth, looked at Sarutobi Shinosuke, and said, Shinosuke, judging from the current situation, I have no hope of leaving alive. Even if I escape, I can't cure this poison. Today, I will definitely die. I'll give you a chance. Time. You take this opportunity to escape. Quick. Sarutobi Shinosuke took a deep look at the middle-aged man. Okay. The middle-aged man burst out with a strong momentum, completely ignoring the poison in his body, but took out his rights and fought with the attacker. No, even exceeded his full strength. In this case, the middle-aged man's attack was very violent. It was not easy for the attacker to block it. He would definitely be restrained. However, as a price, the middle-aged man's poison would develop faster. Maybe before, the middle-aged man could hold on for half an hour or an hour. If he found an antidote within this time, he could detoxify and survive. But now, the time the middle-aged man can hold on has become a few minutes. Sarutobi Shinosuke did not waste the opportunity created by the middle-aged man, and took the opportunity to escape with his wife. However, the middle-aged man could not contain everyone. Therefore, there were still attackers who continued to chase Sarutobi Shinosuke and his wife. Sarutobi Shinosuke turned around. Who is it? The woman showed a painful expression. In the state of pregnancy, such an intense action would put too much strain on the body. How is it? Sarutobi Shinosuke noticed his wife's condition and looked over worriedly. I'm fine. The woman gritted her teeth and insisted. However, Sarutobi Shinosuke could see that his wife was holding on. You go first, I'll cover you. But, there is no but. If this goes on, none of us will survive. At least, let our son survive. He hasn't seen this world yet. The woman was convinced. Sarutobi Shinosuke stopped and blocked the chasing attackers. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like, Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.